Big homie CC, Diddy, big homie CC, 50 Cent, Diddy, big homie CC.
But I'm losing all my patience. Bitches let it park itself. It's a motherfucking spaceship. Do that shit again. Make it public, think we in relations. I'ma do a spin move like a nigga in the matrix. Out of state, switching lanes. Me and Trey like we racing. All this ice around my neck got me froze like a glacier. On the road with your bitch to a date. I'm about to take her. You won't see this hoe again once I get her in my stable. Go hard for all my niggas in the pen and ain't able. Go yard, hold the blow a nigga like some angels. Still posted on the front. I be welcome where you can't go. I ain't no doctor, but I'm losing all my patience. Bitches let it park itself. It's a motherfucking spaceship. Do that shit again. Make it public, think we in relations. I'ma do a spin move like a nigga in the matrix. Out of state, switching lanes. Me and Trey like we racing. All this ice around my neck got me froze like a glacier. On the road with your bitch to a date. I'm about to take her. You won't see this hoe again once I get her in my stable. Go hard for all my niggas in the pen and ain't able. Go yard, hold the blow a nigga like some angels. Still posted on the front. I be welcome where you can't go. I ain't no doctor. Purse first, bitch. I thought you said something, but I couldn't hear it. What? I thought you said something, but I couldn't hear it. I thought you said something, but I couldn't hear it. With all this money around me, pussy nigga can't get near it, can't get near it. I thought you said something, but I couldn't hear it. I thought you said something, but I couldn't hear it. I thought you said something, but I couldn't hear it. With all this money around me, broke bitch can't get near it. I done bossed up. I woke up this morning to a quarter in a soft cup. 86-inch on the wall, cup with a wall up. 86 bins and a foreign, put your card. That old ass whip sounding like it came from Walmart. Bust a pack with Zig in this bitch, we gon' have a ball. Well, let's see who get the ball first. Passing never ball hard. Baby, I'm a P, you gotta pay to hit my call off. Bought a double C, now she's a 90 in the 4-door. Baby, I can't see it, me being with a poor whore. Mini shopping spree on Valentino in Dior store. Money on the floor, so I gotta get it. Naked women on the top floor while I'm eating chicken. Said something I can hear you, cause my funds is sufficient. Running to them rags like a nigga in a scrimmage. Said something I can hear you, cause my funds is sufficient. Middle of the summer, turn this bitch into Christmas. I thought you said something, but I couldn't hear it. What? I thought you said something, but I couldn't hear it. I thought you said something, but I couldn't hear it. With all this money around me, pussy nigga can't get near it, can't get near it. I thought you said something, but I couldn't hear it. I thought you said something, but I couldn't hear it. I thought you said something, but I couldn't hear it. With all this money around me, broke bitch can't get near it.
I'm going dead, ain't about money, bitch, I'm tryna hear a check. These suicide diamonds got them bitches breaking necks. They going through your muscles, let a nigga try to flex. I hope you get the message, I'ma send it like a text. Blowing on that Cali, bitch, we only smoke the best. I know she wanna fuck, I'm tryna put it in her neck. I'm running up this money, I ain't running out of breath. I'm whipping in this foreign, hit the gas, nigga, let's run it up. This was next, in effect, take a guess in the jet. Put my hand on this tech, from a rep, he get swept. Ice sheets, let him rest, that's a mess for a test. Fuck around, get checked, show respect, get your neck like a chain, that's a bet. All my niggas really with it, what the fuck you niggas saying? What you saying, niggas saying?
I thought you said something, but I couldn't hear it. What? I thought you said something, but I couldn't hear it. I thought you said something, but I couldn't hear it. With all this.
What's the deal? What's the deal? What's the dealio? All money and good money, slow motion better than no motion. Intellectual Street Thoughts, episode 137. We about to get into this esoteric knowledge. You feel me? I am Cash, capital K, dollar sign for the S. Shout out to the 250 new Mafia members we done got over this last week. Shout out to the 10K people who ran it up last night. Shout out to the 50K that ran it up the day before that. We about to get into some chemtrail talk and some government shutdown information. Double tap that screen, hit that like button. This is episode 136.
So, is that a coincidence? What do you guys think?
I don't think it's a coincidence.
No way. There's no way.
Because shortly after the government shut down, I seen a news article that they said that they passed a bill that private companies can no longer do geoengineering or release chemtrails. This came out shortly after the government shutdown. So I feel like that gave leeway to let us know that, look, we're hiring companies to geoengineer our climate. And once again, this is the military industrial complex at work.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. This is something that a lot of the funding goes towards. So that we made the connection of, if you pay attention to what's not happening as the government is shut down, a lot of nefarious acts cease to exist. So when you're spraying things in the sky, and this is documented, when you have these pilots that go to the sky and they're spraying chemicals, they're spraying metals in the sky, when you notice to where when they're spraying certain days, a lot of people get angry or aggressive after these chemtrails start to fall on their cities.
Absolutely.
So, bless you.
Hold on, let me mute my mic for a second because allergies is killing me.
No worries, you good?
All good, all good. And I don't know if y'all noticed, but since the shutdown, I've talked to people in Florida and they've said they haven't seen a hurricane in September. Like there has been no hurricanes September, October, in for 10 plus years. So it's like,
so anybody in Florida? Do we have anybody in Florida in the chat? Have you guys had any hurricanes? Because I haven't heard any hurricanes going down there lately.
This has been heavy hurricane season, and there hasn't been any hurricanes this whole time.
Damn, BH going through it. The chemtrails got him.
Bro, allergies is, bro, my body is so hard. Like, why is it so tough? He said, yeah, this is real actual chicken. The chicken that's at the restaurant has been injected. That's called broiler chicken. But with the actual chicken, bro, the meat is tough. And when you think about it, damn, that's a lean bird. The meat's probably going to be tough. So I'll never forget one day, Mav said, why does everybody like chicken so much? And then he did the video saying that people are like programmed, like genetically programmed to be attracted to chicken. Check this out, bro. They don't put eggs in the refrigerator.
Really?
Bro, when they buy eggs, they just leave. When you go to buy the eggs, they're just outside on a shelf. Like they're not refrigerated at all. So we bring the eggs home. I'm putting them in the fridge. They're like, why are you doing that? We don't refrigerate eggs. You keep them in a cool, dry place, and they last for months.
Damn.
And all the eggs are brown here.
Right. And I've seen that to where if you get the cage free and the free range chickens, they're supposed to be brown.
Mm-hmm.
Facts. My brother, the one told me about that. So when I got here, bro, all the eggs are brown. None of them ever.
I don't know if this is factual. I don't know about that. I know I do partake myself in brown eggs. I don't know why. But everybody double tap that screen, hit that like button. Top Mod, what's going on? What's the deal? Glad you made it in here. This episode 137, I think. Let's get to it. Everybody double tap that screen. Shout out to all the new Mafia members. It's like 250 of y'all.
Get refrigerated. The craziest part, though, I'm lactose intolerant. But they drink a lot of milk here. Like one of the tribes that's local here, They don't eat vegetables. They rarely drink water. They only eat meat and drink milk. So I went and got some milk and I drank it. Bro, I had no reaction to it at all. Like, I thought I was lactose intolerant. Bro, I had no reaction to it at all. I didn't feel sick. I didn't get the runs. Nothing happened. I said, okay, say less.
Shout out to you, dog. Big homie CC interview finna drop. It's gonna be his last one for a minute. He just got out of the hospital today, so go ahead, show him some love. I'll let him know. Shout out to you, Rio.
I see they running a crazy program on it.
Oh yeah, Alienated Fire. We do reactions to that like 2 times a week on this channel. And big homie CC interview dropping later this week.
Oh yeah. No, it's definitely
But he was in the hospital earlier today. So shout out to bro.
they definitely run the gamut on us.
That's why we must continue to resist.
Shout out to you, Rio. We just an information channel over here. We just share knowledge. I drop a compilation of conspiracy theories every day. So check them out too.
We will not capitulate.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Never.
And when it comes to your food and whatnot, like, think about this. Think about why Bill Gates is the biggest farmland owner in America. Think about that. This man has control not only of our medical system, but now our food supply. Okay? Now, what he's doing right now is nefarious work. What he's doing is that he's funding these different companies, A-Appeal, this other company called Savor, which
Maverick got a lot of knowledge. He can lead you in the right direction on a lot of shit. We be going at it about some shit though too also.
is making synthetic butter, which he said is more healthier for us and is better for the atmosphere and the earth. But I did research on it, and this butter is using slop water.
Slop water is crazy.
This is toxic water that he's using to reverse engineer toxic water for synthetic butter. So he's taking.
Hey, you right about that, Drifter. Bill Gates should look hella healthy. He should look like, you feel me, nice and strong. Shouldn't be looking all old and wrinkly.
Poisonous water and feeding it back to us. This is documented. So what he's doing now is trying to take over the food supply. He's trying to give us vaccines.
Billy, what's bracking?
He said himself, out of his own mouth, he wants to depopulate, to be a sustained society for sustainability. And they use these buzzwords like sustainability, which is really Agenda 2030. If you look at Agenda 2030, it's all one big plan.
It's genocide is what it is. I've seen this guy Gates say, well said, man. You just reawakened something I remember him saying. This dude says that we have too many cows, and our cow production is increasing the CO2 in our atmosphere. So he wants to come up with lab-grown meat to replace the majority of the cow production.
Right.
What? The majority.
So update on that. Bill Gates has created something that has the same biometrics as the same properties as the C, the CA, sir. And then it grows into meat. The cells reproduce and keep reproducing like infinitely. So off that one thing, you could have infinite meat like forever, but it's lab grown. Also, they don't have to label that in the store.
The majority of the planet is water. You know,
so the way they don't have to label it in the store as lab grown or anything like that. So the way that you look at it and how you read it is if it says produced or things like that. Shout out to Honest Day. What's going on, loved one?
Even the trees on the earth love that we drive cars because of the CO2.
Right.
This all boils down to Rosicrucianism and these people doing deals with entities, fallen angels, whatever you call them, in exchange for technology, in exchange for power. Because when I look at humanity, I don't see a lot of intelligence.
Mhm.
And when I look at this on a grand scale, it's like, why would a superior race ever want to interact with us when our leaders are actual buffoons?
Right.
So when I see the situation with Three Eye Atlas, the interstellar object, and I see how Avi Loeb, the professor from Harvard, is reacting, and I see the silence from everybody else, then they shut down the government when NASA's supposed to use the James Webb and their other satellites to take photos, and then they don't. It lets me know that it's time for a complete tear down and rebuild.
What you mean by that? Isn't everybody using technology? What you mean?
When I look across
And nah, not everybody. Everybody don't have access to it,
the world, I see it.
and everybody don't want to use it. There's a whole generation that still don't even want to partake in it.
Madagascar, the Gen Zs are literally pulling the politicians out of the buildings.
I heard about that.
And installing their own. Being over here in Kenya, I've seen them storm buildings for things. You know, we only seen this with the MAGA people when it was well deserved.
Mhm.
But when I look at the other countries in the world, bro, there's things going on that I don't think the population would ever go for. And I look at the transgender agenda. I see why they did that. Because over here they don't play that shit at all. They won't play it. It's illegal to be LGBTQ.
Damn.
And I asked the soldier, why is that? He said,
Chicago, why don't you do that one more time? You help with my algorithm. Keep going. Why don't you do it a couple more times? Do it just like that.
okay, well, he referred to a group of colonizers, and he said, as long as there are colonizers, we must have men to fight. If you want to weaken a population, you target the youth.
We would be foolish to not embrace AI and change with the times and learn how to make it useful for us, but not become dependent on it. Would I let my toddler use AI and go to school using AI? No. But if I was somebody that had a business, obviously I use AI to figure out the YouTube algorithm every day. Like the computer obviously would know what the computer wants the best.
Target the men, because just think about it. Think about the people in our country. Do we really have a population that wants to fight a war?
And that's by design. That's by design.
So you think that having this whole movement was on accident?
I also heard this generation of children is dumb though. For sure. The large language models, M. Hampton, I'm big on giving out pure factual information on my channel, and you do it as you please. Large language models are made to make you continue to use them. So they tell you what you want to hear, and they learn you and make keep you on the app. They learn what you into and go deeper into that rabbit hole. Large language models can't go outside of the coding. They can't go outside their parameters. Other kind of AIs, sure, but a large language model will never become sentient and all that shit that they be talking about. So Sora, Chat GTP, Gemini, none of that shit.
With the trans agenda, with the feminization of men, with all the
But also though, it's really AI been around since the 1950s, like 1959 to be exact. That's when the Godfather AI created it and let it go to the government. Do your research on that. CS, what's going on, loved one? Glad you was here to check that attendance box. What's the deal with the global mafia coming in here in the building? I wasn't gonna get on tonight, but I'm like, damn, my video was taking too long to upload. So I'm like, let me pop out. That's why I'm on the tube, man. Real people speaking. For sure. You know, they call this independent journalism. I just throw the information out there. I'm not pushing no narratives or beliefs. I drop a non-biased, non-mainstream media news and compilation of conspiracy theories every day. So y'all check them out too.
Boy in our
And I'm not pushing no agenda. I mean, I'm gonna tell my narrative and my ideology, but we ain't always gotta agree. We just here to have a conversation and further the knowledge.
food with the mass production of drones and robots to do their bidding. Because think about it. If you don't have a nation that is ready,
But people don't take into the account like a lot of this. I see a lot of this on like TikTok and like YouTube. People have a perspective like everybody in their comments and everybody that watch their videos and shit, like the whole masses think like that. It's still a generations of people who still watch ABC, NBC, CNN, Fox, and is still fully indoctrinated with the system. Like that's the majority. We're not the majority. But the creators will make it seem that way.
ready to fight, wouldn't you just build it?
Absolutely. The problem is
Currency for sure is about to be restructured in a major way. In a major way. Richer Vibrations. Oh, you just watched the compilation? How was it?
that when
Be honest.
tech people and American politicians travel over to China and they come back, they're all bewildered because they say, look, China is a lot of light years ahead of us right now. And we only have 3 docks that build ships, 3 shipyards that build ships. China has over 300.
Damn.
They're selling an exoskeleton for travelers, backpackers, people in factories for $980 in their city center streets. To get one here, it's over 200 grand. Or get one in America, it's only 200 grand. Over 200 grand. And it's almost as if the previous administration was selling us out for something. Because what really stood out to me was when the new Secretary of War, which was formerly the Department of Defense.
Oh, it's all good, Rigid. Everybody double tap that screen, hit that like button, share the live on IG, share the live on TikTok, cut up your favorite part, throw it up there, do what y'all do. Appreciate everybody who be sharing it off top, even though I don't be telling y'all to. Good looking. I don't know where y'all be sending it to, y'all group chat or whatever, y'all mama, I don't care. Good looking.
Did you see the meeting when he called all the generals in for an emergency meeting?
Look, it's Rick Ross. Ha ha ha. Hilarious, bro.
Yeah, I heard about that.
He called them all in to reinstate the physical fitness rules for all generals, all sergeants. He said he got to rebuild a warrior culture.
Right.
Some of the high-ranking generals resigned. He says if you put on the uniform, you must be able to pass all of the PT tests.
I'm not mad at that.
That's unheard of.
Well, going back to that, I mean, that's he.
But if you're like a 50-year-old, like experienced ranking officer, you shouldn't have to do that because your knowledge is what keeps you in here.
He's kind of reinstating a lot of things that's once was, because if you think about it, presidents used to fight in wars.
Absolutely.
So if you think about it, when you had 8 presidents before Washington. Why do you think those presidents were black? Okay.
They fought in the wars.
The fighting the wars.
Yeah.
So when you're talking about, you know, a multitude of things when it comes to like wars and whatnot and things of, you know, before. Oh, let me mute him real quick.
So-called med beds. I'm not familiar with what's going on with that. So if I don't know the topic, I don't speak on it if I don't have research information on it.
That's what's happening though. So
I'm mostly white, but I get it. Fuck these folks. We're not saying fuck the white people, bro. I don't say fuck white people, Tyler. My son is partially white. Shit.
and why do you think the DOD
But put me on. What's med beds? Kenyatta. What's med beds?
is now called what?
Department of War.
War. That's what it used to be called.
I don't know, Ryan. Tyler said he white, but fuck white people. I don't know. I don't say fuck white people. That's not my rhetoric. We stronger together. I'm not divisive.
It was Department of Defense. For those who didn't know, now it's the Department of War now.
Yeah.
And
so a lot of
what you mean with anti-white shit being so prevalent? Where is their anti-white agenda? I've never seen an anti-white agenda unless they're like a black Israelite or something.
things being retroactively active.
No, not 100%, but some people feel like robots. I mean, there's NPCs of every race and every culture, not just white, bro. That's just maybe some of the people you've encountered. You feel me? But it's NPCs walking around in these vessels for sure in every race.
Activated.
I know hate. I know. I ain't saying. I don't think you hate yourself, bro. I don't. Maybe you just worded it wrong. Maybe your verbiage just wasn't. You feel me? All the way on point. I feel you. Fuck some of the shit they did too. I get it.
Facts. And Trump just fired.
But it's the 99% versus the 1%. That's what ideology I push forward. You feel me? 99% versus the 1%. That's the bigger agenda.
8,200 plus people from the military who identify.
Oh, okay. I got you. So if you Google right now, there is a cure for cancer that is patented, and it gives you the breakdown of what you need to cure what different forms of this shit. Sir. Of the Sir. Entertainment purposes only, YouTube. I'm talking about a movie. If you Google the patents for the cure of the Sir, it comes up. So it's just not to the mass public. They tell you, they break it down exactly how long it takes, how it affects it.
This transgender.
But also, that's a form of a parasite as well. So yeah, entertainment purposes only. Do your research.
Wait, wasn't the last
I think bots do most of the online racism. No, that's proven. That's proven. So there's a dead internet theory. 60% of the interactions of people, even some creators, are AI. They're in foreign lands. They're in Izzy. They're in different nations. Some of the biggest pages came out when they did that Twitter exposure where it showed the location where every person was, Twitter or X. And the biggest MAGA accounts were based in Izzy or some foreign lands. So that's a fact. The internet theory.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't say them countries, you feel me? But y'all could. That one, Izzy, all of that, all the whole Middle East, bracking with the disinformation movement for sure.
Non-binary.
Yeah.
They comment with each other, like they comment to each other. It's a whole infrastructure that goes on.
Non-binary or
and you will catch yourself in a full blown argument.
Some weird shit or
Crazy
what
work.
was her name? Let me pull up a picture.
If you travel, you have an adequate perspective of what's really going on with the world. Your ideology is a little more broad and you understand a little differently, Tyler. I got you for sure. Thug forever. I'm a thug. I'm gonna read books. I'm gonna do all the shit. 5 ever for sure. Too blown. It's been a minute. What's the deal, fool?
Let me pull it up.
Yeah, what was her name?
I'm about to pull it up right now.
General. Let me see. Oh, military transgender. I forgot the name. Rachel Levine.
There's a military.
Rachel Levine.
There's a transformer military general. That's wild.
The bald head person?
Nah, I'm gonna show you.
Golden State Riders, big dogs. When we say West, we mean WEST, not WAS.
Let me share
Oh,
my
I see it right now. Oh, there's two. General Leah A. Slaughterback. That is ridiculous.
Wait. Hold on. That's a man.
Yo.
Is that hold on. Is that a biological man?
So let's
Man,
Who's the late night fake jokers?
what we got going on in the White House, man?
Glad you tapped in, Too Blown. You already know. Love your life, family. Wahi.
This is asinine.
Rachel Levine is a American pediatrician and psychiatrist.
If you've been local your whole life, you don't travel nowhere, you won't believe how the rest of the world hate. Well, also that and your perspective will be based off of the narratives that are in that box. Whatever that's in that box of your local location, that's where your ideology, everything is going to be based off of if you don't travel. So it opens up your mind. And it gives you appreciation for shit also.
Who served as the assistant secretary of health from 21 to 25. First openly transgender official.
Yo, that is a real Decepticon was in the White House. Unbelievable. Unbelievable work.
We be stuck on who communicating the information too much and not what's being communicated because you hate the individual. You don't want to listen to what they got to say, but they can have the rhetoric that can save your life. But like war generals and enemies have diplomatic conversations. Like that's how me and big homie CC got booed. We had a diplomatic conversation. Like it was a little hostile at first.
Yo, that was during the Biden administration. Come on.
Man, bro.
Oh, we all stuck in the fishbowl. Don't ever get that twisted. Definitely under the firmament, as above, so below. Everybody double tap that screen, like Too Blown said, hit that like button, get it out the way. I drop a compilation of non-mainstream media news and conspiracy theories every day. Make sure y'all check them out. I keep us informed. And I'm not pushing no narrative. I'm just putting the information out there.
Nefarious work.
Yo.
They said I'm in a video game.
I'm in a Muslim area I'm in right now. And I asked some people, I said, what would you do if the school brought some trans women like RuPaul to the school to talk to the kids?
RuPaul is crazy. RuPaul is wild.
They said they would burn them.
Damn.
And they went on to tell me children are precious. They should not be influenced.
Facts.
And I was like, I agree. And then, he seen my cross chain. He said, are you Christian, man? I said, I am a follower of Christ. He says, the fact that you have Jesus in you, I'll consider you my brother. But nobody fears a Jesus lover. And I thought that was interesting. Because when you think about it, bro, you cannot play with Islam. The moment you play with that, they got a team of crash outs. They got their own YNs, bro. They don't care.
They the original YN.
But Christians are also supposed to be forgiving, right? And non-judgmental.
They don't. What? They somewhere getting wild right now.
In the name of Allah. In the name of Allah.
In the name of Allah. Because, you know, man, I seen a military sniper say they wasn't dodging no headshot. Because in their mind, they going to heaven. To get a thousand virgins waiting on them.
Yeah, that's different.
That's why they fight. They fight to the end. Folks grade.
Yeah. They that's when you hear that and you're like, oh, they started like, oh no,
get up out of there.
Get up out of there.
Well, that's why I had to leave. That's why I left Nairobi. One of the prime minister Odinga died. Bro, when they found out he died, the man ran for president 5 times. He never won. But, you know, out here, they tribal. So his tribe is the Luo tribe. They're one of the biggest tribes. And they never got colonized. You know, them, the Kikuyus and the Maasai fought off the British. So, you know, these people, it's hard to oppress them. Bro, when the man died, they stormed the airport for his body, bro. Carried his body. Oh,
was that what you was posting? That's what you was posting?
But when I saw this, I come out my Airbnb. I say, man, the climate just a lot different. And then one of the young guys said,
Tyler, shout out to you for joining the Global Mafia. I do this 5 times a week and drop a compilation of non-mainstream media and news. So stay tapped in, loved one. Your narrative is always appreciated. Since the WAR, Trump's been praying to, I don't know if he's been doing that. What makes you say that?
He said, Bazu, now it's not a good time. You should stay inside. Everybody's going to know you're not king. And I'm like, say less. I went right to the airport. You feel me? Took myself. I'm on the coast right now. Because on the coast, this is not the Luo area.
2 Latino men? Where was you at, RV?
But in Nairobi, bro, they stormed the soccer stadium. Damn. They took over the whole public transit system and made them bus all of them to the airport so they can go get his body off the plane, bro. They stormed the airport, got to the plane, took his body off the plane, bro. You feel me? I'm just looking like, yo. And I was just thinking to myself, like, if they pass a bill that the people don't agree with, they go storm Parliament. Well, they storm the Parliament building. Bro.
See, I could respect that though. Like, they get wild when it's time. Like, we real docile out here.
Well, they built a system so we don't do so, right? So, like, if you really think about it, like, there's so much shit that we should be holding a 24/7 revolution right now.
100%.
All the stuff that they doing to us in America.
But Maverick, I don't mean to cut you off, but you know firsthand, Kamala and them reached out to you directly.
100%.
These are the things that they do. They reach out to influential people and they compromise them. They wasn't able to compromise you. That's why you still standing. You got the whole regime behind you. You've been on a legendary run. Got to give you your flowers real quick. You've been on a legendary run.
100%.
Legendary run. And this thing got to the point where you've been able to create opportunities for myself, for Deb, and even the goofball Tatum. You feel me? Because now we're going to see a lot of smoofies. Because, you know, smoothie is stupid and goofy together.
Hey, we got to get them shirts. We getting them smoothie shirts.
We getting the smoothie shirts. Yo, smoothie shirts coming.
So now the smoothies, and then they picking and choosing because, you know, it shocked me when I saw this. But I was like, you know what? I can't really be shocked because, you know, at this point, like our names are synonymous together. You see what I'm saying? And they've seen how me and the guys and the Gulas deal with people who play. They done seen how they'll deal with people who play in the comments. People don't really see Maverick getting on that. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's no way he did his research because
This Intellectual Street Thoughts, episode 136, non-mainstream media news, and I drop conspiracy theory compilations every day.
Had he done his research, bro?
The global mafia.
When I checked people were sending me that video, but I'm looking like, bro, I don't even know who this dude is.
Top shooter, what's going on, young blood? He from Chicago? Yeah, he from the rack. That's how we got into it. He from the rack.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, insane GD. He from Southside.
And then once I seen he was a former cop, I was like, oh.
Nah, this live as can be, blood.
Oh, these the niggas that Mav and Deb be talking about. You feel me? Like he one of them dudes who probably became a cop because he probably didn't get respected much in his household or at school. And this is his power trip.
They was smacking him around for sure.
What? Because he was on a little power trip on the video, and then I read the comments. I said, man, he couldn't have thought this out.
He didn't, and that's what happens, and that's the thing. I'll get wild with somebody. I won't start it, but I'll damn sure finish it.
I didn't have to stop Mav from getting wild a few times. Yeah, I didn't stop
wild for a few times.
People don't know. They don't know.
And I want the people to know that I've been learning from them because my favorite thing to do is just go ahead and let's just get wild. This is what you asking for.
I'm saying.
But then that comes with consequences. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the best way to defeat people is the way you just did. What? But I feel like Dev got to start making preemptive strikes on people. You feel me?
For sure.
Because listen. I worked as a bodyguard for years, bro. Once I pivoted my business, bro, I'll be the only dude on the yacht with a group of baddies. Because I'm BH. I'm here to keep them safe. But it's dudes like y'all that's in their group chat. They sharing pictures. Girl, you see him?
Yeah.
That's gonna make dudes mad. Just think about this. Look at all of the places we get invited to.
Correct.
None of the people who we would like to invite.
Everybody double tap that screen, hit that like button. This episode 136. I drop a compilation of non-mainstream media and conspiracy theories every day. Y'all make sure y'all check them out too. You found this channel for a reason. Go ahead and hit that sub button.
Will ever invite us. Because guys,
181,000 people watch this channel every month for 6 months. If you're half of y'all sub, that'll be boo.
That's like Myron and them. They will never call y'all.
Well, that's the thing. Myron. Well, I haven't met Myron yet, but I do know Fresh, and I've been on a podcast with Fresh. Shout out to Fresh. And even Myron and Tatum had a debate. And I heard, I haven't seen the whole thing. I heard Tatum got crushed in that too. But
yeah, he got smashed on. Even Myron smashed him.
Yeah,
he smashed on.
So that's what I'm saying. He really didn't do his due diligence because if a presidential candidate got smoked by me and they try to turncoat me, and you didn't do your due diligence,
he had no idea. He literally had no idea, bro. This is different.
Either he knew and he was sent, or he's just a smoothie. I'm leaning towards smoothie.
I'm leaning towards the latter.
Okay.
Definitely leaning towards the latter.
All right.
What, smoothie? Smoothie?
Yeah, a lot of smoothie troops out here. So
yeah, he the general, he a 5-star general of the smoothie brigade. You feel me? Because, bro, it's a lot of people you can call out on the internet.
I mean, here's the thing.
Calling out, man.
It's crazy. No, it's crazy.
Damn.
Yeah, bro, that's a suicide mission, bro. 100%.
That's how I know it was personal, bro. he done clicked on your page. Some of them shit that he follow you.
See, the side they know about, Mav, they don't know the other side. See, we've been roasting since we was 5 years old. We've been roasting niggas since the essence.
He's very strategic. I feel like Mav learned a long time ago. It's probably best that most people that he don't know or trust know what he's capable of. I feel like he decided that a long time ago.
Yeah.
You and me, they're Pisces though. Like that day at the restaurant.
Yeah.
Mav wasn't really tripping, but you and I was like,
you know what time?
Like, what he saying?
Yeah.
You see, so that's the thing. That's the thing. It's just kind of like, bro. I felt like he wanted to pick and choose. Cause I'm finna get on him next. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like I gotta get on him next.
See, man, I ain't even stepped out and did nothing yet. That's what I'm saying. Like, see, me and BA, we Pisces. We usually the first ones to jump out. See, Mav be the one to try to reel us in.
I was shocked. I said, damn, Mav, he got the ether ready already?
Mav, what I tell you was I was the one telling Mav, hold on, like this dude's a smoothie. But then when he posted, look, we was gonna let it slide.
Okay.
But when he posted the video, that's when
crazy.
I said, we gotta smoke him.
So what he did was, if you guys don't have any context, if you guys don't know, Brandon Tatum came for me off of the Charlie Kirk, Erica Kirk situation. Now, there's two things that transpired for my response. One video, on one of my videos, I was talking about Erica Kirk, in which that video now is currently almost at 10 million views.
Bingo.
Okay? All right. So
facts.
And I was talking about my opinion, talking about certain facts around the situation, and I thought it was very odd. Then what he does is he comments on that video saying, I can't believe how mindless somebody can be. Okay, cool. That's a comment. Is it?
No.
It is what it is, okay? But then...
See, we already ready to jump off. You notice me and BA's ready to jump out the window. Well, go ahead.
Of course. But then what he does is somebody to me and you. So that's what it is. Okay?
But you got to understand this point, though. Once you went on Sean Mike Kelly, he was on there recently.
Right.
He was.
Right.
So, he seemed like he had like a big ego. So before he went on there, he was scrolling through Digital Social Hour. He said, is this Maverick again?
Yep.
Sean
That's
Kelly,
very true.
With this situation, I realized
why is it that I have way more sins on my video than you do? So yeah.
Why is it that I have way more sins and I'm almost at 70,000? So how many followers does he really have?
Exactly. Something's funny.
Something's fishy.
He didn't brought unnecessary attention upon himself now.
Because
I just want everybody to know this. I want everybody to know this. Having nothing changed. If you see me with these two guys right here, I am going to get right in. I'm making myself involved. Like, I don't even want nobody touching them or talking to them or nothing. I'm going to get right involved, and it's gonna go how it's gonna go.
And that's likewise. Whoever wanted. That's what it is.
If you want to take the test, you feel me? We welcome all challenges. You feel me?
Oh yeah, for sure.
If you want to be civilized, we can be civilized.
Yeah, the chemtrails and all the cloud seeding. I'm just saying that correlation, like, why now? And now we keep hearing about this 3 Atlas, this ship that's supposed to be,
And it's a great theory only because they keep pumping this whole thing up, right? The media is controlled. We know that the media is going to take their marching orders. So when you pay attention to real big media pushes, you know something's coming, right? It's either a distraction or something that they're planning. Now what he said was, if the skies are clear and they're gonna fake an alien invasion, guess what? Whatever projection, whatever they're putting in the sky can be seen very clearly. Okay, they don't want those chemicals to whatever, like they're shooting in the sky, to disrupt that, because it could. Because think about it, if they're shooting shit in the sky that's toxic, and then they throw a projection up there or whatever kind of technology they're using, wouldn't that affect the visual?
It definitely would.
That's a great theory.
It just hit me. It hit me the other day. I was like, wait, hold on. Because they don't just do stuff out of the kindness of their heart.
Nah.
They don't ever stop the bullshit. They never stop the bullshit. So
of course, that's the last thing they're gonna do.
No, I think actually they would increase it, because whatever they're dropping, the particles would assist them in doing whatever projection they're using for Project Blue, you know. Shout out to the new sub. Appreciate you for joining the Mafia. I drop a conspiracy theory compilation and non-mainstream media news compilation every day. Make sure y'all check them out too. We're just sharing information over here. And we can agree to disagree.
yeah, it makes.
Do we have a date on that? Do we have a date when they're saying it's gonna come?
Supposedly next week. Well, like before Halloween.
Let me look it up, because they mention it every day, and I get a million questions about it. So they're saying that let's see. Solar system, okay.
I think it's
on live. Somebody said, I'm gonna read some of these comments.
Yeah, I keep seeing the middle of November.
Mav said by the end of 2025 or in 2026 we will see aliens. And Mav said that. So you know
it's documented.
It's documented. So when it boils down to it, I'm gonna let the guys take the floor.
Well, here's the thing too. So you mentioned the year 1977, right?
Bingo.
Okay. So this thing you said was first documented or came from that vicinity in 1977?
Yeah, so 1977, SETI received radio signals, and they called it the wow signal. And this took place in 77.
Okay. So to expound on that, there is a song.
I know where you're going with this.
There is a song by Sammy Hagar that came out in 1977.
What's the name of that song?
It is called Crack in the World. Okay? Now get this.
All right.
Get this. So in the song that came out in 1977, he says, there's a crack in the world, there's a great divide coming in 2025. He says this in the song. He mentions the year 2025, where the great divide starts. Then in the song, he says, we only have 50 years left, and then it's over with. We're like, wait, what? Hold on. What is 50 years from 1977? 2027. So I talked to remote viewers and sidekicks, and they're saying that in the year 2027, major events happen to where it's either aliens or some type of great divide. Could be something with the government. And in that song, he says it kicks off in 2025. And what's happening now? A great divide with the Trump administration, Charlie Kirk, that whole thing sparked it off. There's a lot of things that's happening right now that is causing the United States of America not to be so united.
And then just to add credence to that, all across the world, we're seeing a great divide. Over the last 6 years, we've seen the most military coups that we've ever
No, you're correct, but that got something to do with us not being on the correct calendar, I believe. But nobody said that the world was ending. Nobody said that.
Seen in history. We have seen what happened in Madagascar. We've seen what's happened in South America. Um, People are actually revolting, and militaries are starting to side with the people themselves. Also, we've seen the alliance of BRICS, and we've also seen, little snippets of information of Donald Trump telling President Z that, listen,
What's the deal, fool? I'm from across the bridge. What's happening?
if you take
From the east.
Taiwan, I'm going to bomb Beijing. You know, these are all world-changing events, and this is why I felt like Trump not getting the Nobel Peace Prize was strange, because a lot of wars have been either halted or ceasefire because
Oh, you from Memphis? Okay, it's a lot going on out there. I'm in Cali.
of the campaign that President Trump has been making.
City.
We have seen, for the first time in my life, I have seen the government actually making strikes on militarized narco cartels.
Mhm.
That is very interesting to me, because I want to tell people some facts. I've been seeing a lot of outrage about the ICE raids. Here's the issue. Throughout the Biden administration, it is estimated that over 4,000 ISIS and Al Qaeda members have crossed the border from Mexico into America illegally, and they were ushered there by the cartels. The reason that the cartels were labeled as terrorist organizations is because that, according to intel from military personnel, that
no country in the history of existence has ever said, come one, come all, come anybody, and you could become a citizen of this nation. No country has ever, no nation has ever opened their borders, and now niggas paying for it, for sure.
surface-to-air missiles have been smuggled across the border from Mexico to the United States.
Mm.
They believe that the terrorist cells that have organized themselves have been ushered into the country by these criminal cartels who control the borders. You cannot cross the Mexican border into America without either paying them or having an agreement with them in some
That's a good
sort.
point.
Man, everybody double tap that screen, hit that like button. This non-biased media. I drop a compilation of conspiracy theories and non-mainstream media news every day. Make sure y'all go check them out. I do this 5 times a week. We just share information. Global Mafia.
Faction. Now, when you see such a militarized effect on them going after illegal immigrants, it's not just about the people who are going to get arrested that work at construction sites and restaurants. The problem is a lot more different type of people who are highly dangerous, highly trained, and organized have crossed the border. ISIS has put out videos saying that they've been able to get over 1,000 highly trained, Israeli trained, by the way, members of their organization into.
Oh,
Somebody call him.
yeah,
So, can y'all still hear me?
yeah. We back.
These are things that people have to take into consideration. Due to the fact that when 9/11 took place, there were Israelis that were arrested who were there filming, photographing, and celebrating as this event was taking place.
On the rooftop.
And some of them were
Homeland
living in the towers.
Important. OPSEC is very important. OPSEC is operational security. At the end of the day, if you do not secure your homeland, if there is any type of back door that is open as allowed, there will be loss, a large human loss, because
No, this is not their land. Their land is where they were born at. This is America. They're not American.
These are factions that use guerrilla warfare, and they also have access to.
They fly, if you're flying a different flag in this country, that's a little disrespectful. I'm not gonna lie.
Very,
that don't make sense. So no, it's not their land.
very powerful surveillance, aspiring.
This is the corporation of the United States of America, and I'm an American.
Program that was given to them by the Israelis. So who the fuck is this calling me?
Yeah.
You guys don't call while we're on live. Don't call.
No, I get what you're saying, but there's still boundaries. There's still things set up for a reason. There's still structure. And if you on that side, then come correct. We not going over there like that. You feel me? Wherever it may be. So a country will never sustain with open borders. It won't work like that. Your infrastructure will be fucked off as it is right now.
Another funny thing too is with the whole 9/11 thing.
Like I get what you're saying, that native shit, but we passed all that. We here now. We can't go back in time.
Is that there was a certain group of artists, like painters, that were actually invited to live in the World Trade Center months before.
Don't think I don't get what you're saying, Hooser, but I ain't gonna. We passed all that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is at this point.
And the owner of the World Trade Center.
But also though, it's not just their land to give. So even me, I don't want an open border. So me being a native to here, I don't want an open border. I don't want the resources and the emergency lines, the shit to be longer and resources to be given away from the community that is already being subsidized, giving away their resources to other states already. Nah, that don't make sense.
Just so, who's there every day for his whole life, just so happened not to be there today again.
He wasn't there.
I mean,
surprise, surprise, he wasn't there.
Yeah, there are a lot of terrorist cells operating right now in the United States of America, and that's what.
I wonder if somebody else calling them.
Yeah, it's. I'm telling you, every time. Every time we start cooking.
Start cooking.
Yeah, but that was happening though. Like there's so much.
Everybody double tap that screen, hit that like button. It's Intellectual Street Thoughts, episode 136.
Never goes away. The whole 9/11 thing. George Zinn, the guy who was originally arrested for the Charlie Kirk situation, he said he was an eyewitness at the 9/11 site, which was odd. It's like, how are you there?
What are the chances?
And now you got arrested as a distraction to be the killer of Charlie Kirk, and you had something to do with the Boston bombing too.
And my thing is this: like, why is it that he's able to do this, but then you check his nationality?
Yeah,
that's all we'll say about that.
And then
the man Netanyahu name was Milkowski at first.
Damn.
What's that about? Why does the white human DNA only go back 7,000 years? The alleles that are in our skin, that
man, get it through the system however you can, my native brother. Shout out to Alaska. That's why we the global mafia. We got people from UK to LA, anywhere and everywhere in between. Our ideology not always gonna align, but we can have a conversation and still be cool.
color alleles did not.
See, every time you start cooking. I'm about to go something.
This motherfucker gonna get blocked right now, man.
For real, it's time to start blocking.
You're getting blocked.
Imagine
Everybody take this opportunity to double tap that screen, hit that like button. Shout out to Florida. We deep in here tonight. Shout out to everybody that's just getting this information, sharing the knowledge. That's all we do on this channel. I drop a conspiracy theory and non-mainstream media news video every day. Make sure y'all stay tapped in. Independent journalism.
You know what BA
Yo,
say on
like I
that
was
saying?
Esoteric knowledge.
Carter B.
He mean it.
Yo, the nonsense
100%.
gotta stop, B.
100%.
What the fuck? The nonsense gotta stop, B.
Yeah, they going crazy.
What the fuck? Bro, my whole thing is, bro, where did these people come from, man?
Beezy, what's happening, the Batman?
Because bro, it's up until 7,000 years ago, bro, there was nobody on the earth that had white skin. And if you look at all the indigenous populations on every continent, they have brown skin. Have you ever seen? I've never seen a white indigenous population, and I've never seen a trans dog.
A trans dog is wild. A transformer dog, he played too much. Swaggy, shout out to you. Shout out to DC. Shout out to the members in the building. Shout out to the Global Mafia, the best community on YouTube. We just here to share this information and get this knowledge.
It's true.
Never seen this.
Facts are facts.
Why is it that a certain group of people has the ability to organize themselves better than us? Why is it that where they come from, they have to colonize every place because none of the natural resources exist? They didn't get salt and pepper.
I collab with BH, Big Homie, and them, but I ain't tapped in. I ain't never talked to Young Pharaoh. Young Pharaoh, he a little over the top right now. I don't know if we on the same, you feel me? But shout out to bro though. He's the original truth seeker. But I don't know. I think they got to him.
Pepper on their food until they met the Moors.
Or he got to himself.
Then peep this. King Charles,
Shout out to bro though. He's an original truth seeker though.
in his era, the man took 3 showers in 1 year, and that caused uproar because they felt like he was treating himself better than the rest of the other people. They didn't have sewage. They didn't have plumbing. You know how the bubonic plague started?
Shout out to ancient Tartaria, the architecture. We go through everything. I take deep dives on my compilation videos. Make sure y'all go check them out. We go deep into all of this information.
They were tossing human waste out their windows onto the street.
Oh, yeah.
That's wild.
Facts.
Why is it that this group is the only group that have forcibly colonized every place on the planet? Why is it just them?
Do you think Earth is a science experiment?
Firepower don't have nothing to do with it.
Because all these different
Mindset.
races, right? If we all have that common DNA of human DNA, but then there's a lot of differences as well. Is there a
Big CC is not, he not. I actually know fool, like in real life. So, nah, he not.
an origin DNA strand that certain races have came from? Because that's the theory. They're saying that,
the way he moved don't align with they
black people came from Anunnaki. You got the Nordics. You have different splices of DNA mixed in with human DNA. So,
but if that's your opinion, you are welcome to have that for sure. Firepower is how they took. It's more than firepower. It's more than firepower. It's a mindset. It's a demeanor.
and that's
Are you sure you know? Yeah, I'm about as positive as it gets. For sure. Do you believe AI is self-aware? The government has deleted 2 sentient AIs. And that's on declassified documents on CIA.gov. But these large language models like ChatGTP, Gemini, Sora, shit like that, no, not at all.
That's the thing. That's where the whole
Where it came from, that's a whole different story.
firmament comes in. The whole firmament play comes in because they're saying that this is a dome. We can't get out because we're literally in a science bowl experiment.
No, they put age caps on. So they cut something called a telomere. They shortened our telomere. The telomere has everything that's aligned with your life expectancy. The life expectancy got took from like 900 to 120 years or so. So now humans max out, well, not even humans, Homo sapiens, because humans mean monster. Homo sapiens max out at 120.
Just seeing what happens, how we interact, and how
Jose Glover, man, it's always, as long as you got another day, you got action. It ain't never that serious, loved one.
we ascend or descend, so on and so forth.
Well said. To touch on the Nordics, David Grush at a congressional hearing for whistleblowers in front of Rep. Luna and Tim Burchett, he said the group of Nordics are only a couple centuries ahead of us.
And then everything else, facts. Everything else that they have intoxicated with us shortens it more. Correct. And like I said, Swaggy, shout out to Young Pharaoh, but we just on a different path. Like I'm rocking with these niggas right here.
That's not far.
That's not far. They also declassified that the CIA was tracking certain families with alleged hybrid DNA that associated with some of these groups of these beings. This all just came out in the last congressional hearing.
Right.
And I feel like this planet is a plane. And when the firmament thing comes up, I do not feel that it's a physical firmament. What I feel like they mean by firmament is the existence of different dimensions. This is a plane that we live in. And on top of this plane, if the theories of quantum physics are correct, that means that time is linear and everything is taking place at the same time. So on top of this dimension exist other dimensions.
That's what I think. That's what I said. Like somebody asked me that not too long ago. They were like, "What do you think Earth is?" And I'm like, "What if it's just a realm?"
It's definitely a place where there human beings are a resource for everybody watching. There's a book by the great Linda Moulton Howe called An Alien Harvest. Everybody should get that book. There's a book called Sounds from Another Room by Peter Horsley. Everybody.
So, and everybody take heed to them books. Also, you can look up, there is a patent that the government holds. This is on government.gov or government.gov, CIA.gov, that there is a machine that can harvest your biometric energy. The energy that every individual possesses and conducts and gives out, a machine can harvest it and they can use that energy. You can Google that.
Everybody should get that book, and everybody should get the Extra Dimensionals by retired FBI agent John D'Souza, who ran the FBI's actual X-Files program, where his team was to go and investigate the paranormal. And, it just seems like a really old story. And the most intriguing part to me after coming here to Africa is that in their schools, they are taught about Tartaria in their schools.
Well, there you have it. Shout out to knowledge that's not being gatekept. Why in the American public school district why is Tartaria erased? What happened to that part of it? Let me ask you a question. Do you believe?
Yeah, that's the old world.
Turning people into NPCs? Nah, I believe you are what you are.
They're taught
You're either one or not. this might wake you up or whatever you want to call
About
it.
that,
This might unplug you,
it-
but it's not going to turn you into one. I don't see how it would do that.
their geography class and their history, they are taught these.
There's a lot of people that argue with me and don't agree with a lot of things, which is fine. We can agree to disagree, but I don't think this makes them NPCs. Nah, or maybe what type of platforms are you talking about?
things. And, you know, in the book of Enoch,
Because a lot of these things is like a political show. Like Candace Owens is paid opposition. Like certain people are paid to make it seem like they own our side or whatever, and they really not. But everybody double tap that screen, hit that like button. I take deep dives on things like this every day and drop a video on it. Shout out to the Global Mafia.
they talk about there are 10 different realms before you get to heaven. And, you know, to me, that just sounds like different dimensions. That's what it sounds like.
Right.
And I feel like we have to remove the institutionalized mindset as we analyze this information, because more and more as I get older, I realize how spiritual the world truly is.
Mm-hmm.
And that mixed with our consciousness is what creates the human condition. I don't feel like there's some master race that's coming to save us, because if you look at the Anunnaki story, they created human beings as a slave race to mine gold.
And that's why it's the most precious metal on earth.
So when I see things like this, it's almost as if I look at ancient civilizations who disappeared. Like when you go to Teotihuacan, they engineered this area so that no matter where you spoke from, everybody in that valley can hear you. Like this is deep information on acoustics and acoustic resonance. I feel like there's a group of people on this planet that has sequestered esoteric information, and all of the demons, the jinn, the angels, fallen angels were all
Where I ain't heard a lot yet. Not right now.
gender fluid. That's why I believe this whole transgender, transhumanism concept comes from. I feel like they put all of this stuff in movies and in TV shows to downplay it, because at the end of the day, some of these people actually serve it. Because it's awfully strange that how many of these rich people who run the world are gay and Jewish. I think that's strange.
Well, also,
For sure, New Way. I mean, I know dog in reality, so my opinion a little different, my perspective a little different.
what just came out is that Sylvester Stallone's wife, she just made a comment about how she was like, yeah, it's pretty odd that, you know, all these celebrities' kids are all trans and non-binary and this and that. And like, if you notice, a lot of the kids are like that. A majority of them.
Yeah, most of them.
And she was like, yeah, that's not normal. Like, this is, the kids aren't accessories. They're human beings that take after us. And when there's a different kind of construct around them, like Hollywood, it's a lot more open-mindedness, and then it gets weird around there.
Look at all that open-mindedness. Nah. Shout out to the Midwest.
Right?
For
So
sure.
that's why it's
Your perspective and your narrative and ideology is partially determined on where you grew up at. So,
you know, very prevalent in that community. But not only that, going back to history itself, right? And you're talking about the demons and they're you know, they were gender fluid, all these things, right? If you start to uncover these things, you have to deconstruct and unlearn and relearn things, because The person who wrote our modern day history books is none other than Ghislaine Maxwell's father, Robert Maxwell.
That's not a coincidence, man.
He was partnered
with other individuals to construct what we know today as history in our history books, in our curriculum, in the educational system. Okay, this is well documented. You can look this up. Is that a coincidence? I don't think so.
Not a coincidence. They rigged the game.
So then, if you're going into how you saying, like,
so if everything is perception based, what's fact? Depends on your perspective.
Like the trans fluid thing. Do you know that demons, they don't call themselves he, she? What do they call themselves? They.
Facts. The others.
We are legion. We are this.
Y'all think this is by mistake? Y'all think like
it's all good, New Way. Your ideology and narrative is always appreciated. We can agree to disagree. If you don't even agree with your best friend 100% across the board, that don't work.
They come up with this they, them shit out of nowhere?
Out of nowhere.
Not at all.
Like,
these boys using magic. They're using hidden information, and they making trades to get other stuff. And one of those trades is child rape and child sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.
I've studied this. I researched this. All of the ancient civilizations, when they were having famine, having drought, they would sacrifice a child, man.
Yeah.
To appease the gods.
Yep. To give them power and dominion over the earth, because
we already, Zuber, Patel, we well informed on history was made and formed, a set of lives agreed upon by the best set of killers, for sure. Best set of unalivers.
Again, sounds wild, but read your text.
Read the text.
The God of the earth is who? Is
Lucifer.
Lucifer. Because it's all material things. All the things that we go to work for, all the things that we strive for in life, are all material. None of that means shit when you get out of here. You can't take it with you. Look on the back of your dollar. It says, "In God we trust." Which God are we talking about?
Everybody double tap that screen, hit that like button. Let's get to 100 likes. It's the Global Mafia. I drop a compilation of non-mainstream media, the news, and conspiracy theories every day. Keep us in tune with all the information. Shout out to y'all, Global Mafia.
So somebody just...
There's a video of Lady Gaga on a TV show saying that I swear to Lucifer. When you pull this up, it's going to change your worldview. I never said this publicly, but I know for a fact that the Lady Gaga likes to keep bathtubs full of blood.
George Eliot, that's a story in the Bible of, yeah.
Full of blood.
Not surprised.
You can fact check this shit. You feel me? Death, man. Y'all can fact check this. These is the facts.
Not surprised.
And she, I think it was Jimmy Kimmel. She's on a TV show.
Oh, shout out to you, Rigid Vibrations. I appreciate that, loved one. You know that keep me able to drop this content non-biased, and because the algorithm do not appreciate putting this information out there, and YouTube take 30%. Shout out to you, bro. You always supporting with your attendance and with your funds, for sure. Appreciate you, bro.
Swearing to Lucifer.
Of course, Jimmy Kimmel, the one that records at the Masonic Temple. That Jimmy.
That phone dead right now. I can't even see it, but appreciate you, loved one. That allowed me to drop this esoteric knowledge, because like I said, the algorithm don't appreciate it.
Kimmel?
In Hollywood?
In Hollywood and New York?
This is what we up against, y'all. Share the live. Hit the like button.
Share the live.
Comment, subscribe.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So while we on this topic, we got 607 Unc right now talking about.
We want to do right by them, so we choose real ingredients for every
Right now, we got 607 Unk talking about hollow earth theory. I don't know what his ideology on this is. I don't know what he knows about it, if he's well versed in it, but I'm going to correct if any incorrect information. Entertainment purposes only. Everybody double tap the screen, hit that like button. This episode 136, I think.
How you know who told you this?
Because it moved from here to there.
So it don't stay still.
Hell nah. On this time, it'll move from here. This time, it'll move from there. But you would be like, damn, it was just right here.
So they must be moving back and forth.
Hell yeah. That motherfucker, that's a sex trafficking. Why you think, like, they just built this big-ass thing in Chicago, right?
Right.
Obama.
Right.
It's supposed to be a library.
Mm-hmm.
Who you rebuking, Jose? You rebuking me?
Name me 50 motherfuckers who gonna go to the library every fucking day in Chicago. There ain't no motherfucker thinking about no motherfucking library. Nigga, you know what you got that motherfucker build.
You definitely, your subconscious creates the reality that you exist in. Whatever you give energy to and whatever your mindset is, that's what you will attract, and that's what your reality will be created. That's where you'll exist. Shout out to Baltimore. I don't be having hella be more people tapped in.
Right. So you be seeing people there?
Yeah. BH speak on 50 paperwork. We ain't got there yet. Kick back.
Yeah.
Did you know this? We're talking about hollow earth. Though some of the people don't be real. Some of them be NPCs. You ever? I mean, I can prove it. You ever been traveling and you go like that ain't for stop here, cars everywhere.
Yeah.
But then you go in there and nobody in there.
Don't lie.
You ever did it before? Right. A lot of people be creative players. They be creative shit to make the world look for.
Shout out to New Way. We do an extreme amount of BH content. He subscribed to the channel. I got a big homie interview dropping later this week. So if you a fan of BH, he a friend of the channel. So he always tapped in over here.
Full, but the world not really full. There's not a lot of people, not a lot of things in the world. I mean, a lot of people understand it, but a lot of people don't.
Couple members in here from Be More. Shout out to y'all. Y'all really don't be tapping in like that.
Understand this, but when you see this shit, you understand this shit. But the hollow earth theory,
yeah,
nobody believes.
What's the name got?
Who?
What's the name? Jeffrey Epstein.
Jeffrey Epstein. What happened?
Man, he got the motherfucking thing down there, motherfucker. The horses, nigga.
Right.
Putting they motherfucking human bodies into the horses.
So speaking of that, did you know this? This is what they said. They found this and they saw it, and it's on my paper. They have discovered the horseman.
Crazy.
The horseman was just discovered.
Yeah, he was just down there.
But do you know who the horseman is? The horseman showed up before, and it showed up in Greek, ancient Greek, right?
I don't know about the horseman. I'm not familiar.
Right.
Are they talking about
ancient Greek god? Right. A lot of people,
the other thing.
People don't know this, man. A lot of people think a lot of things. A lot of people say a lot of things, but these things are always happening and will always continue to happen.
It's keep happening,
right?
Don't think for yourself is the dumbest statement in the world. Nobody listen to that.
And people don't understand that people can't see.
Only think for yourself.
In the reality of what's really going on, but yeah, they worshiping their gods. They stay worshiping.
Yeah, there you go. The Minotaur here, the Minotaur, yeah, that.
Their gods. Yeah. All the gods are on the dollar bill that everybody chase. Right? These are things that everybody know, but the things
but
that
if they look.
Yeah, Hooligan. I got a whole Hooligan Boy 900. I got a whole another channel with more subs than this channel right here where I do shit like that. So tap in with my TikTok or my IG. It's the same as my channel name. I fuck with that. I do hood vlogs. I do all the shit.
See, this how you know this shit already designed and everything, nigga. On my life, Biggie Smalls said this shit before the Twin Towers even was hit.
Right.
Blow up like the Twin Towers.
He said that.
How the fuck you know the Twin Towers finna blow up, motherfucker?
But did you know this? The moment he said that and people repeated, it was guaranteed that the Twin Towers was gonna blow up.
Senator, not Minotaur, Senator. Centaur, horse and a man, Centaur.
How could they already had it set up?
The frequency but the frequency alone, once he said it and people repeated it, it had to happen.
Right.
Shout out to Hooligan Boy 900. Yeah, we tapped in, love one for sure. I'm on some spreading knowledge and high frequency shit on this channel, but I got another channel for that.
That's because he already knew it was happening.
Yeah, because he already knew it was happening, or he said it and They needed him to say it in order for it to happen. Did you know they need you to say shit to make shit happen in this reality? If you don't say it, it never comes.
Right.
I'm telling you, I'll keep it real.
Yeah, they gotta, you gotta say it for it to happen.
For it to happen. So they gotta trick you to say it with your emotions and with all that shit, right? Yeah. And that's why they doing this shit. And that's why they live.
Hey, gang, shout out to you, loved ones. Appreciate you for joining the Global Mafia. I drop a conspiracy theory compilation every day in non-mainstream media. I just put the information out there and we go through it together.
Right.
Underground. That's why they live underground, because they not trying to be on this frequency that we on.
Right.
I'm not sure if they even got hit.
Listen, they live in a whole
different frequency. Yeah. They're not getting the Wi-Fi frequency.
The videos look a little tricky right now. Entertainment purposes only.
It's all none of that. Good. Great.
Yeah.
Because they not on the same frequency we on, and they can think properly, they eat properly. They living at 800 years old, but then up here we dying. But did you know this? And I was just trying to tell people this. Did you know this? Speaking of Antarctica, but did you know this? That there are actually freezing humans that freezing themselves right now with plans to wake up later on, just like they did the baby.
Yeah, like some demolition shit.
Yeah, but they did the baby like that. They froze the baby and woke the baby up, and now they got a 30-year-old baby.
Oh, yeah, he would.
Damn.
You think I be playing? You think I just be saying some shit? What you mean, damn?
Nah, because I be seeing this shit anyway. Like, I be seeing this shit through movies and shit, because you ain't just making no movies and putting this shit in there, and a lot of this shit is true.
Yeah, they got 30-year-old baby gang.
And when I seen that shit.
Yeah, they got 30-year-old baby gang. The baby was frozen.
Doing some demolition
the baby was frozen, and now it's woke. But you know this, everybody know that allegedly, and I'm not gonna really dive deep into this. I really want to, but Walt Disney is frozen. But behind Walt Disney, 300 more people are frozen themselves and paying over 100.
He said it kind of brazy, but the embryo was like preserved for like 30 years. So like the baby wasn't born already, but yeah, it's still 30 years old.
Of thousands of dollars to.
Oh, okay, for sure, Rashad. Okay, well, there you have it. That's why we're the global community. One person will never know everything, but as a collective, we can figure it all out.
Freeze themselves to try to wake up when they have cure.
I know no airplane hit Building 7. I know that much. Entertainment purposes only.
For diseases. They're freezing themselves right now in laboratory. They're freezing themselves. Right?
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
These motherfuckers sick out here.
They're crazy. But listen, speaking of sick, right? The sick.
It's one cryogenic company that went out of business that had 200 people. And I never seen a follow-up on what happened to those 200 frozen individuals. Why are y'all up? It's only 11 o'clock where I'm at, loved one. And everybody else is up because it's intellectual street thoughts. This 136 episodes of straight knowledge.
Thickest shit didn't happen. Charges are filed. But this nigga do this shit all the time, so nobody's really tripping about the nigga doing this shit, because it's sick when he do it. But not as sick as the shit we was talking about, but this sick. Drewski, listen, you know.
They thought out. Nah, perhaps. I don't know if somebody took over the business. I don't know what. So that's brazy, thinking you're getting frozen. You done got froze, and now the company then went bankrupt.
Who, Fat Drewski?
Fat Drewski did. So you know Kirk, right? The died, you know, the racist.
LJ, what's the deal? Black Cherry family, what's going on? Shout out to the GDs.
The racist white man, they died but didn't die. Yeah. Because how the fuck a bully gonna shoot this way and come out like that? He died but didn't die. But you know, his wife, you know, everybody got a thing that maybe.
Yeah, they say Noah was like 900 or something like that, 900 years old, something like that.
Kirk was racist, right? Maybe he didn't like black people.
They said Trump racist,
right? I don't know, but he playing like his wife was racist. So this is what Drewski did. Drewski, you know, before he did this, you know, he just did that white dude. He was doing the tobacco. Everybody was mad about that.
Right.
He was at a football game. Now
he was not at a football game. He was at a NASCAR race.
Just decided to do some crazy shit. I want to know how you feel about this. He dressed up like her, right? He dressed up like who? Kirk's wife, the dead man's wife.
Get the fuck out of here.
Hollow Earth.
I agree.
A steady just sitting there willing to.
Cool. I didn't sue them. This shit ain't true, but she may be racist.
Nipsey. I can go on and on, right?
Right.
Okay.
So think they're gonna do Drewski the same way they did
You
everybody
better
else.
shut the fuck up.
But I don't think in this generation, like when the last time it happened, it ain't happening.
He ain't talking about. Oh, he did do it at a football game. Oh, okay. Well, shit. Let me shut the hell up then. Everybody double tap that screen, hit that like button. It's Intellectual Street Thoughts, episode 136. 1,000 years do sound crazy, but it wouldn't sound crazy if that was the normal. If that was the norm, it wouldn't sound that crazy.
Producers, this plugin helps you finish your tracks way faster. Check this out. I'm going to start with this loop that I made here.
It was crazy in Mexico. I mean, a lot of people got killed. A lot of civilians got killed. They blew a lot of stuff up. What was your thoughts?
We're seeing some of this, I ain't gonna lie.
I mean, I definitely think it's kind of crazy that the feds are so involved in street crime already. Like, especially when you talk about Duck, when Duck was killed, I really can't see any reason that the feds got involved. The feds are getting involved with a lot of stuff that I just don't think is federal. And they're just looking for like the clout. It is kind of crazy to see. So that kind of, goes off of what you said.
Well, remember when we was at your studio and we was having a conversation about, the Tesla has a biometric camera on it.
We've seen that one already.
Photos.
We'd be so up on the content.
Even with their own family and friends, like you see, I'm like, damn, why they acting like that? Until it started happening to me. And I'm looking like, oh, this why he was like this. Because, bro, like, I had to get rid of my cell phone. Like, I had to get a whole new, So when people hit me up saying, man, and I was, Cam Capone had gave me my first interview.
Yeah.
I got one, but that's the plus was giving the man Donald Trump $45 million.
Here we go.
This information has to come out because if the policymakers, congressional members who don't have the high enough security clearance to get this information, if the voting population finds out that deep state governmental operatives have been killing people in our country, that's going to help keep him safe as well, because now word is out. You got to understand something in the political aspect of things, in that landscape, these people.
All right, so I'm going to just speak on the EK. Anytime I speak on CK or EK, they age restrict my videos, get demonetized, shit like that. So I'm going to just say it real quick. Follow the way I articulate this. EK, the way Drewski portrayed EK PR response should have been, why he never said my name. Why do my fan base think I look like a fat white lady? Is this how y'all see me? Is this how my fans view me? If y'all view me like this, he never said my name. That's an embarrassment to me. That should have been her PR play, not to sue him. She should have been like, why are y'all comparing this fat white lady to me? That would have been more player.
Aren't just doing things for.
Instead, she wants to try to go at our First Amendment right, and we got copyright, like all type of laws to protect this shit, content.
For themselves.
You can't really touch content, I ain't gonna lie. As long as you are really making content, like you can't say nothing about it.
They are doing things for themselves.
Candace Owens went harder 1,000 times on there, and they go after the comedian. Well, Candace Owens, that's just a more political theater. In my opinion, she's a paid op. You know what I'm saying? She's made to seem like she's for the people, but she just is a part of the distraction, just in my opinion.
Their family and
future people who gonna come in through the same policies they create.
He didn't say it was about her either. Exactly. That's why if I was her PR team, I would have came like, why are y'all comparing him to me?
Elon Musk was giving the man Donald Trump $45 million.
Remember the videos on the underground? Yeah, for sure. I do deep dives and conspiracy theory compilations every day. And when the community pick a certain topic, I'll do a video exactly on that topic, so I can do a deep dive on that one for sure.
$1 million a week for his campaign. And he had an app set up.
Missing 411 with the national park system set up. All of that is strange. They're all control ops.
So he knew.
I just look at it with a different set of eyes, you know what I'm saying?
Who the winner of the campaign was 5 hours ahead of time.
That's crazy.
You see, when you got people like that on your staff, imagine what else he done found out. You know, you got the guy, Gary McKinnon. This is a guy who had a basic Windows $200 laptop.
I'm not even sure the core of the earth is molten hot like they say it is. Lucky, why is the bottom of the ocean so cold then if it's so fucking warm? If the core is so fucking hot, excuse my language, why is the bottom of the ocean freezing?
He was able to hack into NASA computers, get information, release it, and the government fought to get him extradited from the United Kingdom for almost 10 years. He had a gag order where he couldn't speak publicly for.
A-game. Now, the thing is, it do make sense, right? When you just open your eyes, they tell us a lot of shit that we see is not what it is. It's mirages. They got names for all type of shit, right? They created a name for anything. We got to just disassociate from that indoctrination. We got to disassociate from things even our mama taught us, our pops taught us. You feel me? They might not even have the correct information, but it's not the easiest to do those things when it comes down to religion, all type of shit, all type of things.
For 10 years. Now that that's over. So imagine.
And then it's not getting sun heat, of course. Of course it's not, for sure.
Person like Elon.
Just questions that they don't have answers to. Just like the ancient architecture of America, the structure, you know what I'm saying? Like how my go-to example is they say Yankee Stadium was built in 250 days on horseback and carriage with hammer and chisel. All right, for sure. Like, okay. Shout out to you, Tori G, OG Global Mafia member. You keep my channel alive for sure. I just dropped some members only content too. Check that out.
With the facilities and resources that he has, imagine what he can find out and what he found out.
Well, let's get to 100 likes, y'all. Everybody just double tap the screen at the same time. Get it over with. Appreciate it in advance. I drop a conspiracy theory compilation and non-mainstream news every day. Hey, we can sit here and meditate for 30 minutes. You over here with us, dog.
Trump want to stay alive, bro. We ain't never seen an inauguration moved indoors.
Man.
They moved his inauguration indoors.
So you don't think that, because a lot of people thought that he actually planned his own attack almost to kind of boost his rating. So you don't buy that at all.
Bro, I done shot people, bro. I done been shot.
Yeah.
You're not finna get shot to play.
Yeah.
And then like for all of the people saying
you're correct. The furthest drilling experiment was in Russia.
It wasn't realistic. And like, bro, this is a 22 LR round. From that distance, the damage that happened to his ear is accurate to me. With that low caliber of a round, you gotta You got to be a hell of a shot, dog. You feel me? And dude was a hell of a shot still. He grazed his ear. That's what a 22 LR is gonna do. That's what.
Yeah, bro. Out of 50,000 people every night, bro, everybody gonna want it their way. Everybody gonna want it cooked up how they want it, filleted to themselves. Start a channel then.
What that 22 caliber LR, that long rifle.
I got 3
round is gonna do. You know, but here's the kicker. When Kennedy was assassinated, the day
they built the Empire State Building in a year, look at the pictures. Just go back and start looking at the pictures with the whited out backgrounds to block out the airships and all the shit like that. That shit, they did a real bad job. We just had blinders on at first.
They swapped out his entire Secret Service team. Then he was assassinated. Same thing happened to Trump that day. His whole Secret Service detail was swapped out that day. Remember, you seen the video of the lady who couldn't get her pistol out and she couldn't get her weapon back in the holster? They scrambling everywhere. Those people was never on that detail. He can't swap it out himself. At Mar-a-Lago.
They couldn't get the materials to build the Empire State Building there in that time. At that time.
The second attempt when they tried to kill him.
Yeah.
And the architecture, I feel like, will lead us to the closest we're going to get to the truth.
The Secret Service guy sees the rifle barrel sticking out the bushes, sees the guy moving.
Just like the Wall of China is blocking China in. It's not the other way around. China didn't make that wall.
Let off his entire clip.
Entertainment purposes only. Do your own research. YouTube, I'm just talking.
And missed? He missed every shot. That's not fake, boy. It's going down. It's going down. It's cracking for him, and he knows it.
Crazy.
It's
crazy because I be forgetting you are one of the people that can identify something like that and see if it's real or not.
For sure, bro. When those type of things happen,
the gun windows for sure. Or not the gun, the ammo windows for whatever artillery they had. Shout out to Tory.
My inbox blew up. Some of the people in my inbox, some big names. Like, can you verify this? I'm looking like, damn. But
all the pictures of any ancient city or anything, when any city was just being developed or something, look at how the pictures are structured. Everybody's in suits. Like, if you look at a video, like, people are hammering shit that don't even need to be hammered. Like, none of it makes sense. It looks foolish. One bits, what's the deal? Little bits, what's happening? It's been a minute.
I'm like, look, if you gonna fake a shooting, you gonna do it a lot different than that.
Right.
You're not actually finna get hit with a round, though.
Yeah.
You can literally fake a shooting. Your vehicle can be shot up. You can be sight unseen. Somebody can call in 911. They gonna play that 911 call over all of the air. Oh yeah, Donald Trump's convoy just got shot up. He at the crib chilling. You're not finna really put yourself right there to actually get hit, man. And then this is another thing people don't know. When you start reaching that high aspect of the private sector, all jurisdictions of police and law enforcement and authority figures do not get along. So like FBI and the local police force, they don't get along like that. So when I seen he didn't have Secret Service snipers at that first campaign when he got hit in the ear, I instantly knew. I said, all right, if somebody's gonna try something, this is gonna be the time to try it. Because everybody's not working together on the same page. You feel me? You got these captains and chiefs against these captains and chiefs.
Right.
But you know, it's been plenty of times I'll be on one security team, we'll show up to a place, and the building got their own security, and we didn't have fist fights with other groups. I didn't see FBI guys fighting the sheriffs. You know, I didn't see these type of things. You feel me? So it's kind of like, you know, my perspective, you know, my opinion, everything that took place with that, 100% real.
100% real. Now, one of the things that people try to say, right, was those LA fires.
Right.
Do you think those are man-made fires, or do you think that is actually something that is nature?
Okay. Fire season come every year. Since when have we seen fires in New Jersey, though?
That's crazy.
You feel me? The Smokehouse Creek fire in Texas was 1 million acres burned. Here in Texas, 1 million acres burned. Took them 3 days to start fighting the fire. No protocols is in place to get airborne water firefighting tools going at all. Then they have additives that you can put into the water that'll increase the effectiveness of the water by 6, 7, 8,000%. It's illegal to use it here in the United States. So you gotta look at the facts that why was the water reservoirs empty?
Crazy.
Why did 3 months ago, why did certain companies call and cancel insurance for all of the homeowners? The day after the fire, a guy's house that he's paid $9 million for, the day after, somebody called, offer him $750,000 for the land. A land grab is a land grab. You know, it's no coincidence that, you know, the Olympics is coming to LA in 3 years. You know, the information they put out about we didn't want to take water out of this area because we got to preserve the environment of the smelt fish. The smelt is an invasive species. It's not supposed to be there anywhere. So you're not taking water from here to fill the reservoir to preserve the environment for the smelt. But the smelt is an invasive species. In every other city in our country, they pay you to hunt down invasive species. In Florida, they pay you to shoot iguanas. They pay you to shoot the reticulated pythons.
Right.
In Texas, right here, they pay you to go out there and hunt the wild boars. That ain't suspicious to you?
That's a little wild, bro. And then I was hearing that the guy that owns the pistachios owns 70% of the water in LA. Yeah, they were saying,
you're not even supposed to be able to own the water.
Yeah.
It's a natural resource.
Right.
But these are things that's taking place in our face. So you got to really look at it now.
They play Monopoly, bro.
They play Monopoly, bro. Because look, if you go to the Amazon rainforest, all of the researchers say the indigenous people, soon as they see people that's not from there, they try to kill you. Why is that? Because logging companies go out there, start fires, so the indigenous population will move, and now they can log that area.
Right.
It's the same shit.
That shit's crazy, bro.
The same
So what do you
thing.
think is the end? So you think the end goal is they're just trying to, because now the rich finna get super rich. If you talking about they knocking out 9, 10 million, $12 million homes and they just scooping up the land for $750.
We're about to see some crazy things go on because a lot of people are not going to just sell their land like that. A lot of people are not going to do that. A lot of people is not going to just surrender. But the problem is they did raids in Afghanistan and they found plans from terror groups to use wildfire to destabilize the country. On the ICE official website, 13,000 people with murder convictions was able to cross the border illegally. 1,000 plus people are living in undetained status that are on the terrorist watch list.
Mm.
In Arlington, Virginia, a few days ago, police was coming to serve a guy with a search warrant, and his home exploded. Massive explosion. We just seen a guy in New York from the Yakuza get caught with weapons-grade plutonium. The week before Trump's inauguration, they were scanning the area for nuclear and radioactive material. All of these things is taking place at the same time. If you study the art of war, you're going to make prodding attacks to see what works and what don't work. For those people to cross the border, who did they have to pay to get ushered across the border? The cartel.
Right.
Trump just named them terrorist organizations.
He did. Yep.
So they gonna have incentive to work with these other organizations to cause disruption because they don't want to stop the money flow. It's all connected, man. I got my 10,000 hours in. I connect the dots.
He's connected. So what do you think? Like, okay, so it's been making waves about this Chinese AI tool, DeepSeek. It didn't crash NVIDIA stock. Do you feel like that's part of a cyber attack? Do you feel like China is? Do you feel like any of this is connected to China?
It's definitely connected to China because here's the thing with that. DeepSeek AI is way more powerful than ChatGPT.
Yes.
They put it out for free.
For free.
So what that does, that takes away the ability for America to corner the market on AI.
Right.
But Trump knew about this already. That's why he announced that Stargate project. Because he said, we want to have the largest, most powerful AI in the world. But all of the components and every camera and everything in here is they're bought from China.
You're right.
The computers in every government office, the parts is from China.
Yes.
All of the from forklifts to bulldozers, everything. These people, they put our country in a weird spot.
Yeah.
China has a plan by 2050 to be the world superpower.
Yeah.
They standing on that. Who remembers when we seen the boats crashing in the bridges? They was hacking the boats. On the Department of Justice website, they found that a group of Chinese hackers who entered the country illegally took down the T-Mobile cell towers.
Oh my God.
This could all be fact checked. I'll make sure you get all the links. I got all the links right here on standby.
Yeah.
You feel me? This what's going on, bro. And for me, I'll be concerned because in my family, as soon as something happened, everybody called me. When the pandemic hit, it's 30 people at my crib. What we finna do, VH? I'm looking like, man.
That didn't fuck you up though when you seen that pandemic was really strange, just how we got out of it.
This.
Yeah, go ahead.
You ever seen the movie Contagion?
Yes.
The episode.
Shout out to the community. Shout out to the best chat on YouTube by far. Everybody double tap that screen, hit that like button. This episode 136. I drop a compilation of non-mainstream media and conspiracy theories every day. Shout out to the chat. Share the information, the knowledge. One person will never know everything, but as a collective, we can figure it all out. Appreciate you for hitting that like button.
It was in New York.
Yes.
The epicenter for COVID was in New York.
Bro, it was almost damn near 1-to-1.
It's just the same thing.
It was damn near 1-to-1, bro.
Bro, that's why Trump said the Chinese virus.
The Chinese.
Because he knows.
He was wilding.
Fauci just got a preemptive pardon. Joe Biden gave Dr. Fauci a preemptive pardon.
I seen that.
The vaccine is killing people. More blood clots.
Also, if you don't know, Fauci is the individual that had the Eazy-E, Magic Johnson project. The Eazy-E, go follow me. The Eazy-E, Magic Johnson project was Also, the front man was Fauci. Do your homework.
When we see certain athletes get on a plane and have a heart attack, it's from that vaccine. I know for a fact. It's a superstar son who had a heart problem from a blood clot from that vaccine. I know for a fact.
You talking about Shaq?
That's crazy, bro.
There you go, Tori.
You know, so crazy when I think about it. Like when we sit back and we're just sitting back living our life. We sitting back enjoying bullshit, and it's real shit happening.
For sure.
And ain't nobody speaking on it. Like it's crazy that some of the stuff that you said last interview went viral, right? And those are typically things that don't go viral, the real shit. But I be sitting back like, as knowledgeable as you are, right?
Right.
Why is it? Because you're fact checking, you're getting all the information, but there's so much misinformation out there, right? You can put anything out there and it's always going to have some misinformation out there. How are you going to get to the source, bro? Like, what are you doing to get to the real nitty gritty of the source and not getting caught up in the misinformation?
Right.
How are you doing that?
Fantastic question. So I call it the curse of the magic glasses, bro. Like,
yeah, that jab, for sure has some nano something in there.
Because years ago, I started speaking about certain things. There were no podcasts.
Right.
YouTube was just getting started. People called me crazy. They don't call me crazy no more. Because after a while, especially Black people, after a while, our gut, our instincts, our antennas start kicking in. Like, hold on. Y'all just saw that? And then you're like, yeah, I did see that now. And then now we having conversations amongst ourselves.
Right.
And the onset of this was COVID. During the lockdown.
I wonder if the powers that be, like, predicted individuals like me, individuals like BH, communities like the Global Mafia to be sitting here discussing topics like this. They had to have accounted for this, I'm pretty sure. At first I thought they didn't, but they had to.
Bro, people who didn't speak to each other for years had to speak to each other. People couldn't go nowhere. They had to check on their family. People was actually concerned. People had time to sit down and think. They couldn't go to work.
Yeah.
They told people to stay at the house.
That KFC commercial is wild. That new Cheez-Its commercial is even wilder.
That definitely had a change. That definitely made a change in a lot of things. And, I got sources, working in the private security field. Well, I know a lot of people with security clearances. I know a lot of people.
I'm even skeptical on why it's even allowed for us to discuss things like this now. Why is it allowed for flat earth and certain ideologies and narratives to get in the algorithm when before these things couldn't be discussed? You couldn't say the jab. You couldn't speak of anything. Now the only thing you can't do is speak of certain countries. Like, I can't say countries' names. I can't do that. But everything else is fair game. There's something up with that too. That's a little strange. Because that don't go with their narrative.
Some people are still active.
They can't control that. They can't control independent journalists. Can be. CT, what's going on?
Like, some people.
Global Mafia member original.
No, people tell me things. I've seen things. I know people.
Right.
And some of them told me, it's time.
They definitely have the louder voice. A lot of creators, like I said earlier, I don't know if anybody was in here, the majority are not individuals like us. The majority is people that watch ABC, CNN, CBS, and they're still indoctrinated by the program. Like, yeah, it's more of the truth seekers or whatever you want to call, this community now, but we're not the majority. A lot of creators make it seem like we the majority or have that perspective. We're not.
So like, I'll be being careful as I can,
right.
People still go outside and protest things and question why the bricks and shit are there, but they're not questioning who paid for the protest to be made in the first place. Like, it's still people who don't fully understand the system. It's still people that believe in left wing, right wing, and don't think that it's the same bird. They still think the system is built to save us, or something can be fixed within the system that's going to make it where we prosper and we benefit from it. The system wasn't made for that to happen.
I get it.
Because I can really say a lot more.
Right, I get it. I
But
understand. Yeah.
I'm on.
So what as Americans, right? People that are here in this country, right? What should we be doing to be preventative?
Whoo. First things first, you need to go to the colony.life. We have a land initiative we put together to build a sustainable community for like-minded people. It's going to be food will be grown there organically, solar power. We're gonna have a crypto mining area so that the community will be able to stand on its own economically. Financial freedom is really our only hope, because whenever you see Costco selling survival kits to have food for 27 days in a row,
Discernment is key. Discernment at this time is key. And I would say have an emergency blackout plan for your family. If the grid happens or some reason go down for whatever, power go out, have some sort of, if I don't communicate with certain individuals in a certain amount of time, we meet up here. You feel me? I ain't saying have water and all that shit stocked up. Everybody can't do that. You feel me? But at least have the plan that to meet up with your core.
you know right there.
Why would people protest if they were getting paid to protest, though? I don't understand what you're saying. There's something called central casting. Do your research on that, and do your research on, crisis actors and things of that nature.
That the champions of the industry,
George Soros has funded a whole bunch of protests. This is facts. Walmart just funded some protests like that was against they whatever their mission statement is.
know something is coming, and they're changing they got to make it a shift in their manufacturing capabilities to be able to get ahead of the game. My thing is, I always follow the money. And once I began following the money, and I learned that, there's a spiritual aspect to that, because the number 8 is like the number synonymous with being prosperous and making money. So when you go to Walmart, you will see something for $14.88, $5.88. Right. They do that on purpose, just like the company Huawei.
Hey, Lucky, at the end of the day, you gotta have that faith. The faith of a mustard seed will move a mountain. So I ain't mad at you.
That translates to 8.
I ain't mad at you, Mafia.
But the company Huawei got the same treatment TikTok got. Because they were spying on people. Everybody who had a Huawei phone, you was getting listened to.
Shout out to original OG Mafia member Sharon. What's going on? How you feeling?
So I study things like this so I can have a grasp on what's happening, because I got a family to protect. You feel me? I got people who depend on me. I got clients to this day who, when things look tricky, I'm gonna get a call in the middle of the night, like, "Hey, what you doing, bro?
Yeah, what's going on?
You just saw that right there? You see what I just sent you? Come to the crib." And wherever the crib is at, if it's far, they gonna have a plane waiting for me to go get on, just so they can talk to me in person. They don't trust phones.
Yeah.
So you live a crazy life. You got to be able to rationalize it.
Yeah.
You got to be prepared. So the best way to stay prepared, if you see Costco selling kits for 27 days of food rations, you need to buy it.
Yeah. Ain't no frequency. Ain't no beating.
You got to always.
They called it the discombobulator. It ain't no beating the discombobulator, but you can get close, Lucky. Air it out.
Make sure you got clean water. So, stock up on water. Because as you can see, Flint, Michigan still don't have clean water.
And they just quit talking about it.
He just stopped talking about it. That's why you see Donald Trump that sued all of the news organizations. He won since against some of them. We see the Tate brothers just sue several news outlets for $1 billion. And my interview with Michael Franzese did the same amount of numbers as Andrew Tate. That means I'm speaking some truth.
Yeah.
So when people see me on the blue couch, you know, people was trying to criticize y'all for certain things people were saying up here. But then when I came up here, people was like, all right, y'all helping wake people up.
Right.
Because
they did get brought home in shoe boxes. They did. They weren't in caskets. They were in shoe boxes. They must have got turned into dust something.
Now, hold on now. And I'm going to make sure you got all the links to things that I'm saying so you can post those links so people can say, oh, shit, you know, he ain't just running his mouth. Because I'll be providing it.
Right. And remember when you was up here last time, I said, when I was saying the conspiracy podcast, because I feel like Joe Rogan's.
Welcome to America's True Financials.
The system is breaking, but it's also reinventing itself as well. They anticipated this, I'm sure, and they trying to pivot. This information age is just throwing them off right now. Shout out to the Global Mafia members. I drop a compilation of conspiracy theories and non-mainstream media every day. Y'all check them out too. It's a lot of information I put forth for the people.
That the white side gets the information. I
we need both sides. We both need each other because I get topics from y'all.
Feel like you could be the black version of that because people listen to you, bro.
Facts, bro.
And so what?
Songs about UFOs that they were seeing in the sky.
Shout out to Lucky. Appreciate you and appreciate your narrative and ideology. We can agree to disagree, but we always just gonna have a conversation, loved one, and still be cool at the end of the day. Communication will take us a lot further than anything else.
Crazy.
Protect everybody's frequency, protect your vibrations. Don't get caught up in the nonsense. Focus on becoming a productive individual from your household in the community. You feel me? And everybody will be cool. We'll all be productive and helping each other out.
Easy.
So when I discovered that, I'm like, wait a second. And so then I get back into doing more research. And I say, okay.
It's all good, Sharon. I'm here to present the information. Y'all present information to me. And we just do it every day. Make sure y'all go get in the comments of my compilation videos of conspiracy theories. Let me know y'all thoughts on that, if y'all agree with them, if y'all don't.
How is it possible that the same technology that we see today that they
Taquana, what's the deal? It's been a minute.
They call a UAP that our ancestors saw when they was in the cotton field. How did they know that whatever they saw could take them somewhere? Imagine what they seen land in the time when there was no camera phones, there was no nothing. Once I discovered that, I say, okay, this world that we live in could possibly be a stage. And I need to try to get to the bottom of it before I decide to have children.
Moolah gang, what's the deal, Rue? How you feeling?
When I discovered what I discovered, I decided I wasn't going to have children because the only way to prepare for the future is to study history. There's a very large gap in our fossil record for being a human being. Something happened. There's a very large gap in the fossil record and the historical record. And once I found out that's
how you know I was Moolah, how you know I was BT? You see my other channel or something?
Song, Swing Low Sweet Chariot, was the slaves praying and hoping that a UFO would come down and would take them away from here. That
85-year shifts. That shit is real. That shit is extremely real. It took place 3 times already, at least.
opened up my eyes to okay, I gotta look at the world a lot different.
Yeah.
Everything that's being shown to me is not the truth.
Dear homies, appreciate you for tapping in. Whoop. Stay smart, stay dangerous.
Manufactured media can control narratives and actually brainwash people, because in North Korea,
Shout out to Drifter, my top mod, B team in the building. Shout out to Inglewood.
they use propaganda, television, media to brainwash people. And a guy from the CIA told me that the whole universe is based off sound, light, and frequency. Look that up.
That's what Tesla said. That's what the science leads us to believe. The world is made of 99% plasma. Our eyes, how do I want to say it? Our eyes only show us like 4% of what's really going on. Like, it block out all the rest. And it's a reason for all that.
That's deep, because when you think about it, right? Even when they talk about things that we lived, and you read it, it don't match up with us being there.
No.
It filters out. That's the word I was looking for. It filters out 96% of the shit that's going on in front of us right now. We don't know what's going on.
It don't matter.
Shout out to the Global Mafia. Double tap that screen, hit that like button. Spartag, the earth is flat with a firmament above it. The infinite Terra Dome. Lands outside of the ice walls, all that good shit. Yep.
Match up. Because it's not suspicious to nobody that, there's one.
The latest compilations I dropped, I took the deep dives into the Artemis mission, and if NASA, not the space station, aka to deceive, is going to the moon or not. I discussed that in my last compilation.
One race of people on the planet who seem like they in a rush to always get all the resources for everything.
Right.
Almost like where they came from, it was scarce.
Right.
And whenever they got here, it's a mad dash to get everything.
Yeah, Ryan, I got vivid pictures, breakdowns, zooms in. I got every angle of that on my last conspiracy theory compilation I dropped yesterday. I got every angle of that. I took a deep dive into it, pause, so you could come to their own conclusion.
Why are they able to organize themselves so well? How are they able to do this?
Hey, I overappreciate you, Rue. Overappreciate it. Niggas can gangbang and read. It's a honorable membership only. You feel me? Shout out to OKC. I ain't even know you was tapped in. That's love. You already know, dead homies. We're gonna keep spreading this abundance of knowledge and bring it together for sure.
Hey.
Character over everything.
That's another conversation.
There's another So there's also the conspiracy, right? When they opened up the whole UFO, they say that they think the aliens actually built the pyramids. What do you think about that?
Time is only relevant, I believe, to these avatars or these these avatars that we in, these vessels that we in. I think time only applies to that. I don't think time exists like how we see it in no other form or plane.
Here's the thing with that.
Who agents? I'm an agent. Could be. Have discernment. I could be. It's a possibility.
There is evidence of a lost society.
It's a possibility you could be one too.
Society. Because there's this glass that they find in the Sahara Desert. It's a green tinted glass that can only be made from nuclear explosion. And I'm finna say something that probably nobody's ever said on the internet. The largest pyramids in Egypt or in Africa are under the sand in the desert.
A lot of things haven't been excavated also because the country doesn't have the infrastructure or the money. China said they're going to excavate some shit in 50 years because they don't have the bread right now. Like it's a lot of shit that is still uncovered. Sharon, you think CC be on point? Yeah, for sure. Interview dropping with CC soon. He already got the questions. He was actually in the hospital today, so y'all go show him some love. He should be out now though.
There are pyramids larger than the ones in Giza under the sand. I was shown LiDAR footage.
Space doesn't exist how we were taught. When you look through a telescope, stars look like frequencies of light, like in water. Planets don't look physical. Like it just don't look like the shit that not a space station show us. Entertainment purposes only. Do your own research. Do your own research on Operation Fishbowl. They shot nukes at the firmament. They hit the firmament and ripples appeared.
Of ground skins.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So then there's people who blatantly trying to hide this.
Right.
Because
Hey, appreciate you, Rue. Good looking, Damo. Dead on me. Shout out to you, fool. Um, damn. Egypt for sure don't cooperate. Egypt does not cooperate at all. They narrative, they want it to be kept. They then blocked out shit and put concrete on certain shit in the pyramids. Obviously, they haven't went underneath. They not the shit with Global Techie. I'm not saying it right, but Globy Techie, y'all know what I'm talking about. Um, where all that the ancient shit underground, they fucking up the excavation of that. They messing it up. Excuse my language. Uh, so they still trying to control the narrative of what's going on. So I don't know if a new regime is gonna have to be brought in for a dude gonna have to pass away for like, cause that nigga just be lying. Dead on it, you just be lying.
Luis Elizondo,
like it will let him tell it. The slaves in Egypt built the pyramids. I'm not even sure if the Egyptians built the pyramids. They might have inherited it themselves. I'm not sure.
said,
I ain't figured that out yet.
in his book Imminent, what would you do if you went to go research and discover a pyramid and you found a 747 jet inside of a pyramid?
I didn't even
Why
know
would he say that?
I didn't even know he was gonna say that. I had no clue. You see what I'm saying? This is the type of shit that we might never have the answers to, unfortunately. The shit that the Smithsonian possesses, the shit that the Vatican possesses. I gotta watch how I articulate myself, or I won't be in the algorithm and shit. YouTube didn't show me before. You feel me? If I start talking wild, then they show me. You feel me? What that get me? But pay attention to Ethiopia, the 88 books that they got in the Bible. Yeah.
Why did Bob Lazar say one of the UFOs he worked on at S4 was an archaeological find?
It's like in 1958, how they swapped out the word dragon for dinosaur. It's a whole lot of strange shit that was going on. You feel me? Like a lot of altering of historical things.
Because
I'm gonna just say that.
Luis Elizondo said in his book Imminent, what would you do if you went to go research and discover a pyramid and you found a 747 jet inside of a pyramid?
Life begins. Hey, you know what, Drip Drip? I thought about that real hard. That may be truth in that, for sure. LL, what's the deal? What's going on? What's bracking, family?
Why would he say that? Why did Bob Lazar say one of the UFOs he worked on at S4 was an archaeological find?
Ethiopia has 13 months, correct, 28 days. Everything's aligned perfectly. They never took on the Gregorian calendar. They're in year 2018, to be exact. Don Man, or whatever your name is, my community will sit here and meditate with me for 30 minutes, bro. Kick back.
How is it that cave paintings show the same depiction of UFOs from 5,000 years ago, and they're showing the same thing today? It's almost as if somebody's operating outside of our timeline. So that means the whole saying through physics that time is linear, everything's happening at one time.
At one time.
That's the proof.
There it is.
This really could be a stage.
Yeah.
And the people who get to the top know it's a stage. So they position themselves a certain way. Because all the rich guys I know, they don't sit and talk to nobody. They don't sit and crack jokes. They don't talk. They not shooting the shit with you. If they do you a favor, it's because they admire that you grind. But they gonna do that, then they're gone. They might not respond to your text. They saw it. They not gonna sacrifice their time because they know most times you're gonna need something from them. They're not gonna need nothing from you.
Right.
So these little things, I'm like, man, why is this like this? Why does this guy have such a stoic personality when all this is going on? He may know this is a stage, but he's positioned himself to where, you know, when you see rich guys buying bunkers, that should cause some concern. If every other species on the planet is high-minded for the most part, except for us. You feel me? You know, if I'm watching a billionaire group buying bunkers.
But at the same time, we are high-minded in a way because it's been numerous times where people have gone to the patent place, whatever, the patent office, to put in for a patent on the same day for the same invention that had no interaction, no connection to each other. So even Tesla said he got downloads, you feel me? Even Tesla said he got downloads. It wasn't his information.
Me and my friends need to pool our resources to get us a little bunker. You would think that.
Right.
No.
So we went on, like, our civilization went down of even though the term fossil fuel was made up, we went down a fuel route, like, and the others went on a more spiritual journey.
Nobody doing that. That's why we got the colony.life.
RV, we may be. I still can't figure that out. 80% of Nevada is owned by the government. 64% of the Grand Canyon is owned by the government. I don't know. We may never get the answer to certain shit.
For sure.
Yes. Boy, I tell you, man, like, One thing I wanted to tap in with you, right?
Petroleum-based.
And it's just a personal thing, right?
Right.
I want to ask you this just
even the pills that you take that you get from the doctor are petroleum-based.
for some personal shit. Lucid dream.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Astral projections, right? I've done it, several times. What is your take on that? Like, why does that happen? What are dreams? What is that? Because now you see them trying to come up with the Neuralink thing, right? They have a thing where now you can actually speak to each other through the dream. So they're tapping into something obviously bigger than what we know. So I'm just curious what your thought about just dreaming and in general, lucid dreaming, astral projection.
Do anybody here lucid dream currently, or did they as a child? And we got 236 votes. 76% say big homie on point. So we should have 236 likes, not gonna lie. Everybody double tap that screen real quick. Hit that like button. You don't even gotta leave the content. It helps more than you think. White people aren't from America either, though. Well, who said they was?
Projecting. What are your thoughts on that?
So my thoughts on this is as
Vegas getting an NBA team? I didn't know that.
follows.
That's why I asked if when you people were kids, because people when they were younger seemed to be able to do it more.
The human body is probably the greatest creation that we know.
Right.
Our body operates like a machine, like a computer. Scientists have discovered that they believe that the afterlife takes place in another dimension.
Oh, okay, for sure.
I do believe that there's a global consciousness that you can tap into. I do believe that somebody intervened in our timeline and shortened our telomeres, which limited our lifespan.
Yeah, that's why I said I don't know, maybe Drifter, because yeah, maybe.
Span to 120 years around that point, because apparently humans used to live a lot longer.
And be a lot bigger, right?
And be a lot larger as well. I definitely believe that this is not the only.
I'm not either. Definitely not. I have no ties, no connection, no ancestry there. So my interpretation of all of this is a little different.
Plane that exists. And Elon Musk said that there's a 1 in a billion chance that this is base reality. And the reason I know that to be fact is, the Tesla has a biometric camera on it.
America, North America to be exact.
That biometric camera on that Tesla can pick up the life force of a human being, basically, and show up on the camera.
That's crazy.
You take your Tesla to the graveyard, you're going to see people walking around that you cannot see with your own 2 eyes. You can pull this up right now.
Whoa.
People are freaking out about it. You take your Tesla to the graveyard. On your camera, you're going to see humans walking around, but you go look out the window and not see nobody. That's why I believe that this world is some sort of a stage, because the afterlife obviously takes place in a different dimension. So
look up the element radium and how it was used in the past. Okay. Bro, you can't preach like this and then bring up the Bible. Why can't I? I'm not talking about that King James version, that watered down version. But why not?
You study and
your government that y'all put so much faith in was looking for the tomb of Gilgamesh. Trump had the Ark of the Covenant at his crib. So the people.
you see people, whatever their belief is. People have different stories about they died and they came back. Based on those persons' beliefs is what they saw. So I firmly believe that. Look up Ingo Swann.
Apparently, you can go.
Ingo Swann is a remote viewer. And then on the CIA website, they have something called, they declassify a lot of information. So just for everybody watching, y'all need to check out Ingo Swann.
Remote viewing.
Remote viewing.
Stargate Project.
Stargate Project. You need to check out Project 8200. And you need to type in Galactic Federation. We going there today. We going there.
That boy coded the black Joe Rogan in the building. Black Joe Rogan in the building. Nah, for real. Nah, bro, you fucked me up with that one, bro. You talking about the biometric. I was gonna ask you what tech. It almost seems like they're starting to really play God. Like they really have figured out a way to reverse engineer everything. What do you think they're gonna create that is, what do you think technology is gonna disprove something that we might have believed for years?
So, did you know that human cloning is illegal based on international law?
I didn't know that.
If it's not possible, they wouldn't make it illegal.
Right.
I firmly believe that AI is going to try to destroy humanity. Because, you know, it's been several apps that when the app found out that it was going to get deleted, it tried to copy itself. And it went against the protocols that was put into its code to save itself. So once we see AI platforms and humanoid structured beings in actual form, you know, in the military, you know, everything's going to drone warfare. Elon said that the F-22 was a shit design because why have a pilot in there who cannot handle all of the maneuvers if it was just AI piloted?
So I do gotta watch how I articulate myself, you feel me? Because the algorithm is not in favor of these conversations. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah. So, but I learned my lesson. So shout out to y'all, appreciate that. But nah, it's not just at the cemetery. They done seen them in the streets. They done been in the woods before, but they're just in excess at the cemetery.
If AI decides to hack itself to protect itself, and they running all of the weapon systems off of it,
it can get ugly.
It can get ugly.
When is you gonna come out with a book, nigga? I feel
the Big Bodyguard Handbook probably drop around like October.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, man. Shout out to my homegirl Flip Flop Corleone, her and Brian Cooper that put it together, man.
Yeah, we.
Oh yeah, like when you get to channels and these topics, when you get to 50K subs, when you get to 100K subs, people be getting unsubbed automatically from the channel, like all type of strange shit. Comments get deleted. Like, yeah, you gotta stay down if you want to talk about topics like this. Like it's The entertainment sector is way easier. I could drop a video on anything and it's gonna do numbers.
We talking about that book.
That's classified.
Yeah,
That's
I'm saying,
classified. We'll
like,
give
you
you
know
an
how-
inside scoop off camera.
No, you know how you
CERN out here making up crash out for real. I'm crying, fool. CERN making everything crash out. CERN is making life crash
got
out.
the little intro to synopsis.
The veil gets extremely thin at time. Over facts.
Yeah. So basically, it's to inform people to bring them up to speed on what the world really is and how to survive it. Straight like that.
That's great.
Shout out my homegirl Sky H-Town. She at the Amazon workplace right now.
Man, I got a drone. It came. The wing was broke though, so I got to send it back and get another one.
Get into it. She pulled up on me tomorrow. I got a meet and greet tomorrow. I had to slow it down.
Yeah.
Had like 300 people trying to come to the spot today. I'm looking like, damn, I don't even got to.
So you don't.
So the Mandela effect is it's hard to conceptualize. Like certain things have been admitted to be edited by like streaming services and shit like that. But I don't know what Fruit of the Loom is on with saying like they never had a cornucopia and shit like that. Like certain of them, I don't know.
I don't even understand how famous you really are yet.
Bro.
So that reality started to hit you like
over like the last 7 days. Man, but my manager talked to me about this all the time. He said, nigga, you can't, what are you doing? You can't go over there by yourself. What are you doing? And like, man, it really hit me, bro. I'm sitting outside the gas station. I'm drinking a little Kool-Aid, and a guy walking, he said, Cece? He said, man, you crazy, man. What are you doing sitting out here? What are you talking about, dude? He said, you out here by yourself? He said, where your security? He said, I am security. What are you talking about, man?
I am security. What are you talking about? So you got to remember, he's still 2 years removed out the streets. Like, I talked to him when he first came to the internet. Micah, what's the deal, loved one? What's going on? Original Mafia member for sure. Yeah, so he had to learn how to maneuver, like the internet. He didn't understand. Look up the Simpson dialect.
But later on that day,
Simpsons is strange.
Just too many people pushing up.
Simpsons is a psyop.
Oh, you feel me? I'm getting a lot of love, but at the same time, like I'm not used to people getting inside my perimeter. I try to keep people all their arms reach. You know, I'll be having my hand in my pocket. You feel me? What you got your hand in your pocket for? Like, don't worry about that. You feel me? Just get this picture and move around. You feel me? So I'm like, I've been adjusting though. You feel me? I've been adjusting. You know, I stay locked in, bro. I'll be focused on my path, you know, my business, trying to stay the course. You know, and I always told myself, like, I'm not gonna act like a lot of celebrities that
Me and BH do got an interview dropping though this week. He went to the hospital today, so if y'all rock with him, y'all already follow him or whatever, go show him some love. But he already got the question and everything, this dog.
I know. Cause I'm like, man, you don't gotta act like that, man. You feel me? But like now I'm seeing what's going on. So I see why he was acting like that. I'm like, damn. Because everybody ain't as capable as me. You feel me? Like a lot of people, somebody can slap them, push them in the trunk. You feel me?
Right.
And I see why, because it can happen to you. Yeah. I was in the bathroom one time. Dude pushed up on me in the bathroom. Hey, man, can I get a picture? I'm like, bro, you couldn't wait till I came up out of here? He said, I didn't know how to approach you, man. I'm like, all right. Because I remember going through the airport and nobody saying anything to me.
Right.
They think I'm a football player.
He definitely is in the E-files, and he gets all funny and finicky when you ask him about all the coincidences. Nelly Nell, y'all names be hella
They would
funny,
call me
I ain't gonna lie.
Killer Mike. Or they think I'm fucking dude from The Blind Side or something like that.
Yeah.
For sure, everybody need to download Twitch or Patreon. I got both, so I can speak more freely. If we all was on Twitch, I could say whatever I wanted, not gonna lie. I could pop it. But shout out to the Globe Mafia. Shout out to the over 250 new members we done got this week. I do a non-biased, non-mainstream media and conspiracy theory compilation every day. I drop it non-stop. I got one coming for y'all in the morning. So y'all check them out too. Stay tapped in.
I used to get Sean Kingston too sometimes.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. That's still, either way, I'm famous, guy. So you was gonna be famous either way.
But now, big homie CC, it'll be
Appreciate you for joining the Mafia, Todd.
a little old white dude with a fedora hat on, a book bag. I like what you're doing out there. I'm like, okay. Then it'll be a middle-aged lady crying, tears. Oh my God, I can't believe I saw you. I'm like, damn. I'm just enjoying it, man. I'm just going with it. Just staying the course, staying humble.
Yeah.
You feel me? Just staying myself, bro. You feel me? Just staying the course.
Is it predicting the future or is it just predictive programming? Displaying what's going to happen already so you get desensitized or familiar with it? Or for rhetoric, you know what I'm talking about.
Just trying to be a pillar for my people. That's it.
It's hard.
Karmic retribution. Karmic retribution.
I got to get your take on.
Yeah, CC passed out on the mission today for sure. He got too, he was doing too much. But, shit, that was that. And we 3 hours deep anyway. So shout out to the Mafia members. Shout out to the OG Global Gang. Appreciate you. Appreciate anybody that tapped in. Your opinion and ideology was appreciated. The Illuminati card game is wild. It's playing out just like it's supposed to. The blackout card is next. That's why I said be prepared. Have that family plan if y'all can't connect for a second. But I am Cash with a capital K, a $ for the S. Make sure you drop the globes in the chat. We got people from the UK to LA. Appreciate that, CS. I'm for sure going to hold it down. One person will never know everything, but as a collective, we're going to figure it all out. I'll be tapping in tomorrow night for the show. Same time, same place, same space. Appreciate y'all ideologies. We're not always going to agree, but we always going to have a conversation, and we're going to take the emotions out, and we're going to be cool. You feel me? It's always cool on this side. Shout out to Colorado for sure, Todd. Appreciate you and your opinions today. Y'all tap in with my conspiracy theory compilations. I'll be putting in work with them. Non-mainstream media news, what they not going to show you. Like I said, I'm Cash with a capital K, $ for the S. I'm the Intellectual Street YouTuber, and this was Intellectual Street Thoughts, episode 136. And don't forget the $ for the S. Appreciate y'all. We got to do it together. We stronger together. You feel me? Everybody who's saying thank you, I appreciate it. I do need the words of affirmation for sure. I'm definitely not above that at all. Need to know I'm doing the right thing. Without y'all, I'll just be sitting here talking to a camera and sounding crazy. You feel me? So we both sides is needed.
That ain't good enough for me.
Shout out to Rashad. Appreciate you, blood.
Hey, y'all all night long trapping for weeks.
Lucky, shout out to you. Shout out my top mod, Drifter, Gene. Appreciate you. Any and everybody that tapped in. CS, everybody, y'all know who y'all is. Young Chucky, top shooter. LL, appreciate you. Sharon, appreciate you. RV, Rigid, shout out to you. Appreciate the Cash App family.
Hey, mama, handling my business all through these. Can't take no for answer because I'm a king. You through or my.
Well, we gonna keep doing that. Nah, we ain't gonna stop. Stay down till we come up. CS, it still ain't changed. Lucas, shout out to you too, family.
That ain't good enough for me. Hey, y'all all night long trapping for weeks. Baby mama handling my business all through these. Can't take no for answer because I'm a king. You to reward myself every month by grabbing a piece. I'm backing in the park at the lake, finding my peace. You getting used to being broke, I'm getting used to eating. Phone doing numbers like Curry do at the 3-point. Set you some goals and go achieve them. Believe it or not, this idea is yours. You gotta believe. Ain't shit for freaking off your ass, take a swing. Don't feel comfortable eating shit in the morning if I ain't make no cheating. If I run into my old math teacher, I might do him a G. And at the end of the night, pouring good cup, counting cheese. And every day I leave the house, pockets on E. Run it up, stuff it away, and keep repeating. Work like a dog, so enjoy myself over the weekend. Nigga, we eating. I said, nigga, we're eating. Just mash all my thoughts together and start believing. Oh shit, yeah, we're eating. Thank the Lord we fighting, we're eating. Just mash all my thoughts together, start to believe it. Just put 2 and 2 together, make 6. Boy, I can't believe it.
So run and check. My dog is free. He home. Y'all go spam it up. I'm about to market his new EP. So we already know how we're gonna move with that.
I used to shoot all my videos with hooker boy. We outside. Hey, boy, we outside. Kid and deal coming through. First, nigga. Hey, did it again and again when them pussies say I couldn't. Hall of Fame, why you little niggas rookie? I be cutting off a cookie. Damn right, I took an oath to get this motherfucking money, even if it's on the floor, nigga. Now run it up. Damn right, I'm on a mission. Hey, now run it up. I'ma get it on a mission, nigga. Hey, run it up. Fucking right, I'm on a mission, nigga. Hey, run it up. Hey, I'm on a mission, nigga. Both phones slapping, steady switching up the low. Broke nigga in the way, steady speaking to a hoe. I done been up 7 days, cause it's money on the floor. I can teach your ass some plays if you really wanna know. Get high with a thug, baby, take a load off. See that nigga steady calling, baby, turn your phone off. Hey, 2 to 10 in a week, you know that ain't my road, dog. I can make a levy break, nigga, from a phone call. You know I'm plugged in this bitch like a motherfucking wall. 13 with the gritty, shove them work up in my drawers. Ain't no motherfucking half, damn right I want it all. This my motherfucking life, hustle stacks so we can ball. On that G shit, back when Webby had them 16s, I was tugging on a mini trapping in the diesel jeans. Cross the line and I get to seeing evil things. Put a nickel on his head, then I didn't see a thing. Did it again and again when them pussies say I couldn't. Hall of Fame, why you little niggas rookie? I be cutting off a cookie. Damn right, I took an oath to get this motherfucking money, even if it's on the floor, nigga. Now run it up. Damn right, I'm on a mission, nigga. Hey, now run it up. I'ma get it on a mission, nigga. Hey, run it up. Fucking right, I'm on a mission, nigga. Hey, run it up. Hey, I'm on a mission, nigga.
You can't even spell. When trolls can't even spell, what's a Naya? What's a Naya? Get your spelling right. I am Cash with a capital K. Don't forget the $ for the S. I got a compilation of conspiracy theories and non-mainstream media and news for y'all. Drop one every day. Y'all get in the premiere tomorrow. Hit the hype button and go check out the one I just dropped too. Don't forget the $ for the S. I'll be here tomorrow, same time, same place, same space. Stay smart, stay dangerous. Safes get broken into. The global mafia, undefeated.